Good evening and welcome. I'm glad to have you here. I'm Clyde with PT3D, and today we're just going to do a couple of K40 jobs, and we're going to talk about the things that we can do with the K40. So let me pull up the chat so we have that going. So the K40 has been a very interesting piece of equipment. I've had a couple of issues, which I will attempt to explain. My laptop, as you know, because I've talked about this many times, does not have a huge amount of memory. It's only got like 4 gig of memory. So that really means that it can't do a whole lot. So when I'm running jobs, I have to be careful the utilities that I'm running. I've discovered that if there's too many like USB devices going, for example, those USB devices will actually cause the K40 to lose its connection, which means if you were halfway through a job, you pretty much have to start over again. It is unfortunate and miserable. I've had it happen 3-4 times, I think. Hello, John Mack. Welcome, Sa. Hello, Paul. How are you today? So the answer, in short, Paul, is how is the laser engraver working? It is working well. To give you an example, oh, this is a bad example. This is backwards. Let's see, what do we got? We got something on the wall we can show. This is a piece of clip art that I found online. I didn't actually get the attribution like I should have. So this is I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is the doohickey jigger thingy. It's actually pretty cool. Very detailed. I think one of the things I could do as well is actually soak it in some isopropyl alcohol for a little bit longer. That's going to allow me to get some of that powdery residue off. And I'm learning as I go. Any Pi-specific software like Octoprint? I haven't used Octoprint on this. When you get the K40 laser, it comes standard with the Corel suite, which is like Corel Laser Draw, and I can't remember the other one. They send you a key, which you can plug into your USB drive and use when you're exporting jobs to the printer, or sorry, the laser. And I've never used it. I was told that I should probably switch to K40 Whisperer and Inkscape. So I'm using Inkscape to do my vector files, and I'm using K40 Whisperer for the communications with the actual laser itself. So the other thing I'm finding is that if I'm going to be doing laser work for more than a single day, I'm leaving the water pump running just to kind of keep the laser tube wet. I find that I don't have to burp it unless I turn off the pump. So yeah, we don't want that. So let's see if we get a little bit more clarity on this now that I've soaked it. This is actual acrylic. I had some given to me by a friend. I believe it's about 1/4 inch acrylic, and it is very interesting to work with. I miscalculated on this one how close to an edge I was. I thought I was actually a little bit farther, or a little bit farther over than I was. So yeah, actually that looks a little better than what it did look like. One of the things I can do as well is I will show you the benefits of using one of these. This is actually kind of what I was working towards. So we're going to turn the lights off for a second. Hey, Garth, you found me. Papa Top. Holy cow. How welcome, buddy. So yeah, this is I don't know if you can see that or not. It's probably a bit too bright from where you're standing, but it is actually quite interesting. It's very neat to see that. And it does do a really good job. I've got another one that I can show real quick. That's probably a little easier to see from there. And maybe not. Oh, there you go. Maybe a little bit. But anyway, so those are just a couple of quick projects that I have done so far out of acrylic. I like acrylic. It stinks like crazy though, dude. My lab is just, oh, it's so skunky in here. So you're talking about your etching. I don't want to ask no, you can ask 3D printing questions because I'm actually getting ready to talk about 3D printing stuff, and people like Papa Top and John may actually have answers for you. They're very smart people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this piece of acrylic out just to show you kind of how big it was when I started and to show you kind of where it's at now. This is the acrylic that I was using. As you can see right here, that's one of the failed prints where the USB lost sequence, and it was like, I don't know what to do. So Garth is experiencing some issues on his newly acquired 3D printer. He's having issues with bed adhesion, and if you want to share the specifications in the chat, Garth, I'm sure people would be happy to take a look at it and see if they could come up with some comments on that. It doesn't sound like Garth can actually manipulate the bed manually, so hot leveling doesn't seem like... Yeah, see, John's already telling you PEI. Garth had a tape plate. Well, anyway, Garth, tell us the brand if you can. That way we can get on the same page, and we'll go from there, because I honestly forgot what brand it was. Oh, and while you're doing that, I'm going to start preparing some cardboard. And I did discover something useful, which you guys might get a kick out of. 3D printing and laser cutting can be done together. Well, we're not going to judge you. You have a 3D printer, dude. Welcome to the club. You're part of the family. It does not matter what kind of printer you have. And if people poke fun at you, it's because we're a family. So, just saying. Nobody means it seriously, though. Ooh, I need to grab my keyboard. I'm getting messages from elsewhere. It's really hard to M3D Micro, that's right. So let's pull that up real quick. M3D Micro. Now, Garth said he was able to print a Benchy with success. Vince, welcome, sir. We're actually talking a little bit about 3D printing today. I know, right? Right. The Micro by M3D. Micro Plus. Oh, okay. So that has a static bed, right, Garth? So that bed does not move. So it's supposed to... Okay, dokie. So everything moves on the gantry. So you got your X, your Y, and your Z all going up and down on the linear rail, or not linear rails, but on the four corner posts there. Smooth the rods. That's it. That's what I was trying to... Or screw... whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Laid down very well, but now it seems to be pulling up as it prints. Okay, well, pulling up. How does your first layer look? Let's just go with that. Does your first layer look like it's adhering, or does it look really, is it leaving gaps between the filament as it does passes, or is it connecting the bead as it goes around pretty nicely? That would be number one. because we can diagnose this. And Vince, John, Papa Top, you guys can jump in too if you want. Give some advice on this. Let's see. Micro motion switch. Close. Close. Cancel. Whatever. You know, it's funny. I actually almost got one of these once upon a time. Now it looks good to you. All right. So adhesion. Are you running it with a heated? Are you running the heated build plate, or is it just cold? The back of it seems to be pulling up a smidge. You know, I so ought to just get you to come in here. Yeah, hairspray, maybe. Not using my heated bed right now, though. That's fine. That's fine. You're just doing PLA, right? This was the other recommendation. If you come over here, I will supply you with a stick of this. The kids' hobby stick works too, which if you have one around. But yeah, you are welcome to come and pick up one. I have one I will give you. You could also possibly, I mean, if you brought it right back, you could possibly bring back a... No, actually, I don't know if Magic Goo works on a cold bed or not. So yes, you can have a stick of my ooh-hoo. So 3D printing, by the way, I did a 3D print the other day, and I actually did engrave with the laser on the back of it. And oh, it was awesome. I had to change your grandson. Well, you know, that takes priority because otherwise they get kind of stinky. And you don't want stinky. Not when you're trying to get something done. So the part itself is peeling. The bed seems to be flat. I'm guessing that's what you were saying, right? Because this is supposed to be pre-calibrated to a specific Z height. So it kind of like a hybrid between like the Delta printers and... Well, actually, that would be the closest I could come up with is a Delta printer. Because, yeah, I don't have a 3D printer that does that yet. Now, anyway. Who knows? Maybe I will someday. So if the bed appears to be fine, then I guess what we're looking for is something that you can adhere it with. What kind of PLA are you using? Let's start with that. Do you know what the brand is? And you have to you're running that through, which utility are you using? The one that came with the M3D? Okay, it's made. I'm wondering if that's like a Kira brand, or if it's online, or if it's standalone. I'm not familiar with it because I haven't used it, so that doesn't necessarily matter. Sometimes you want to run the first layer of PLA a little bit hotter than the rest of the layers, just to kind of guarantee you get that nice adhesion, which could happen. You said it's peeling. Usually you get that kind of peeling and lifting in the corners because of bed warping, but in this case, that's not. So it's probably an adhesion issue. The person that gave this to me supplied me with the filament, and you don't know what the filament brand is, probably. Generic PLA is probably about 190 to 210-ish, I think, is about right. My apologies, I didn't turn that off. I should have. We can do that now. All right. We got to get this out of here. Oh, I'm not going to get this screen off of here. Okay. One weird thing happening. Okay. What's the one weird thing that's happening while I grab some cardboard? Because I need to do another person's hex job. So we're going to load that real quick. Let's see. I have so many screens open right now. I need to open up Inkscape. So we're opening that. I don't know if I can describe it. I think like most everybody's thinking is like you have some kind of adhesion issue. Like I said, that could be resolved with Uhu. The primary thing is, are you running the PLA just a little bit too cool? You can like heat that up to about 200. Would probably be safe with it, depending on the brand. I mean, I think you could actually go up to like 210. I don't know what the temperature tolerance on that printer is. Settings before this print to see if I could print a border before the actual print. Oh, yes, your skirt or your brim settings. That's usually under support. So if you look under the support tab, it should be in there. Without having that software, though, it's kind of hard for me to just be like, yeah, this is how it works. All right, so we need cardboard. My son got a hamster, so I have access to new cardboard. So that's what we're going to prep while we talk with Garth. Relevel the bed first. So that's the problem, Papa Top. He can't really relevel it because the M3D does not have a... He might be able to tram it, which would be the most likely problem to fix if that's the issue. Because from what I'm looking at on the website, the Z height is all done from the gantry. So the bed is stationary, doesn't move at all. So, yeah. So releveling would have to be done with some kind of tramming to get that fixed. And again, it's really hard to diagnose the specifics when you have when you're not familiar with a machine like that. But we are working on it. There's probably a Facebook group for them too, by the way, because they seem to have Facebook groups for every printer known to man. Sorry, I'm like trying to cut up some cardboard here because we need to get Sholm's logo cut, which is what I'm going to do next. Because technically I was going to do that in the last stream, but I ended up designing it and getting sidetracked with other stuff. I know, imagine that. Me getting sidetracked. So now I'm just cutting this cardboard so I can... Yeah. I so am half tempted to just have you bring that thing over here, Garth, so you can like sit here in the confines of a safe lab space and see if we can figure out what's going on with that poor thing. Although it's a good experience too for you to actually be able to kind of diagnose and troubleshoot yourself too. So I could go either way on that one. Try to get a couple of those hex pieces out of this. All right, let's cut this in half. All right. Righto, I've got me some cardboard. So when did I get a K40? It's been a couple weeks now. I actually had one, but then I sent you a pic on Facebook. It seems to be printing a border the same height as the print. Okay. Hold on. I think I know what you're talking about, but now I'm curious. Let me pull this up really quick. All right, while that loads, I'm going to put this in here so we can get our print on. Get our print on. Get our print on. All right, I'll stop dancing. Sorry. I keep saying print. Get our laser on. Get our cut on. What do I do with my tape? I'm running out of tape, too, by the way. So if you want to sponsor a roll, you can send it to 512 Water Street, Ellsworth, Maine, 04605. In care of the Clyde. Or PT3D, that works too. All right. Let me see. Where are you? Meow. Sorry. Again, 4 gig. Not such a great thing. So yes, Papa Top, you haven't missed a whole lot because I just got this thing just the other day. Oh my God. Oh, there goes. I should have just, you know what? I should have pulled this up on my my phone. Bet you it's quicker. Hold on. Let me see. Bazoonk. Bazoonk. And oh, it just popped up on there. What the heck? It looks like you got some support material going. So that would be support material. It's from, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it looks like to me. Y'all can see that. I think that's a very pretty color filament, though. Surprisingly, resolution looks pretty good too. Although you're right, that bottom layer does look a little funky. Does look like it's trying to peel itself up. So you're not getting good adhesion. Oh, you got another picture. Let me see. What does that one look like? It actually doesn't look horrible, though. Looks like a textured build plate. I mean, I can definitely see the left side seems to be peeling up on you. But yeah, that looks like support material that's going to be going underneath whatever you have. Normally, you can change the settings on your supports. So if it's greater than like 45 degrees, for example, you can say, yeah, please give me supports. I don't know. I don't see any, like, I don't know. That is also an option. I mean, the other thing you could try to do, which I'm not necessarily saying you should do, is take a piece of like a business card. If you've got 4 corners in your build plate that are attached, what you could try to do is start with like a piece of paper, regular 8.5 by 11 paper, tear it, give yourself 4 pieces, put it in each of the corners on the bed, and see if that lifts it up just enough to take care of this problem. If that doesn't work, you could always try a piece of cardstock. But if you get too high, you'll know because you don't want your nozzle digging into the bed. So that would be something small to do. 15 to 20 millimeters to see if that... Well, he's trying to figure out the brim right now. I'm not familiar with the M3D software, so I guess we could look at that real quick. Because you said the bed is removable, correct? It doesn't give a whole lot of information on their website. Just meet the micro. Maybe the bit is warped. It's not moving though. Must be printing a border the same way. Okay, we got that. Well, if you're going to use a heated build plate, 60 degrees is usually what I use for PLA. Actually, I use 60 degrees for almost everything except for PETG. It's a 1-to-1 though. I mean, you're going to want to, like I said, the first layer you want to run hot because you want that to just really squish into your build plate. You know, you want a nice tight seal. So like a hairspray, ooh-hoo, and all that's good. But if you're printing at like 190 degrees, bump that temperature up to like 200 or 205 or something like that and see if that first layer sticks a little bit better. There should be a section of G code that allows you to change that temperature after the first layer. If not, that's another thing entirely. You may be able to do an on-the-fly temperature adjustment in the M3D software. So if it starts at like recommended temperature of 190, 195 or whatever, you may be able to just bump that up, wait till that first layer is done. When it gets to layer 2, then bump it back down to whatever the recommended setting is, like 195. So that's one thing you could try. You mean the print isn't moving, so it seems to be going okay. Oh, well, that is good. I mean, you may end up with like little like curls where when the part starts to lift like this, it'll start pushing it closer to the nozzle. Okay, so let's do Shom's. Let's do Shom's project. So we're going to import. No, we're just going to open it. We're going to open. If I can find it. There it is. Shom. A skewed view. So we're going to change the page properties on this so I can actually see what the boundary box size is going to be. So we're in millimeters right now, so I'm going to shift that over to inches. I'm going to bump that up to 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches. And we're going to try and see if we can adjust this so it's centered mostly. Not quite, so we're going to bump that up to 8 by 8. That looks a little bit better. We're going to try to center that just a bit better. Okay, so we're looking for, we're going to bounding box of about 8 by 8 inches. We're going to switch that to millimeters. And, oh, well, here, let me, while we go back and forth updating our friend here. So this is, I don't know how well you can see it. This is the document properties section. When you export an SVG to K40 Whisperer, you need to make sure that this setting here is set to millimeters. Whoop, let me move you over just a touch more so you can actually get a straight on look here. Bloop. There we go. I think that's close enough. So yeah, anyway, you want this to read as millimeters because you can set it to inches or centimeters or whatever. God, I've got to get this thing adjusted so you can see what I'm talking about. I could also bring this down. You know, that might actually help a little. Oh, look at that. Imagine. All right, so so yeah, anyway, this is, I do the settings in here as inches just because it's easier for me to correlate that with my tape measure. And then once I'm done, I set it to millimeters and leave it there. And I can leave the display units as inches. That way it doesn't bother me. And then I just close out of that. This is all going to be raster engraved. because this was a image that I had gone into and did a trace bitmap, and I got that outline that I wanted. Once I got that, because I actually had to mess with this in paint.net, which is another free painting program, and get it adjusted to the way I wanted it. So it looked different than this, but this is now a vector graphic, which means I can infinitely zoom in on this and the lines will always remain crisp. So that's something to remember. And it'll do the same once you convert it with your trace pixel art. It'll convert that into kind of whatever setting you want. So like if I go into trace bitmap, it's going to bring up this box. And this box is going to give you like brightness cutoff, edge detection, color quantization, and all this different stuff. And then as soon as you get what you want, you hit update, and then you can see what it looks like. And then you can be like, okay, I like that. And then you can apply it. And then you can just delete the original. That way it's not there. Or you can hide it too, using it as a layer. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, Sholmes is done. So I'm going to go in here and hit save. And then we're going to minimize this. We're going to go into K40 Whisperer, and we are going to open a design file. So we're going to look for Sholmes' picture, which is right there. We're going to open it. This part does take a minute, so just be prepared. There's the different graphics take different amounts of time. The most complicated one I did was the one I showed you earlier. Let me get my cardboard out of the way so I can get to it. And this actually took about 2 minutes for it to render into K40 Whisperer. So that's something you should be prepared for, is just to kind of keep that in mind, that some things take a little bit longer than others to load up into K40 Whisperer. I don't know what the specifics are behind why it does what it does, but I just know that it does what it does, and it's sometimes annoying, sometimes not. Again, when you're... Well, apparently I have to go to Walmart. Don't you spend enough time there, buddy? Just saying. Well, you know what? We are here for you. So if you need help, you just let us know. All right. As always, you can call me too, and I will do the best I can, or maybe pop over and, see if I can help you over there. So, but you got this. Don't give up. That's the method and like advice of the day. 3D printing is a giant headache, but extremely worth the reward. All right, so we're moving this out of the way because we need to figure out what our range is. So we're going to do an 8-inch, so we don't have a whole lot of slack in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to right here. We're going to switch the laser on, and then we're going to go, pew. So we have a little bit of a, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to see just how close we can get without burning something we're not supposed to. All right, so that looks good right there. So we're going to use that as our starting point. It's got to be 8 inches, so we're going to turn the power back down to 5 on my dial. We got the power on. We're going to turn our air assist on. And as soon as this starts to prepare, it's going to lock the gantry. So right now we want to raster engrave. So we're going to say, let's turn that down to a little bit below 5. Sorry, I forgot we're doing cardboard. All right, so we've got raster engrave enabled. As soon as that goes, we're going to shut the door. All right, so it's exporting it. It's at 30% right now. Hi, Matt. Good to have you aboard, buddy. I'm just preparing a laser cutting. This one's Sholmes from a skewed view. We will definitely go into his YouTube here in just a moment. I just want to make sure that I get this going. All right, 99%. So it's going to get started here in just a second. So we may have to adjust the temperature down a little bit. Yep, we do. There we go. And the joys of recycled cardboard. All right, so this is going to give us a nice surface finish. The problem is you don't want to burn through your surface. You kind of want to keep it, you want to darken the surface, but you don't always want to burn through it. So your settings are going to be really important for that. So like this is registering about 1 on the milliammeter scale. And as you can see, or if you can't, it is doing a real nice job burning that surface. You can just barely see it, I know, because I've got all this glare going on from the well, anyway, I can probably move that a little closer. We'll go like this. That should be hopefully good. Let me double check the image here. There you go. Yeah, you can see that. So yes, this is our friend Shom from A Skewed View. I'm going to pull up his YouTube site real quick. If anybody wishes to join me, you're always welcome. You can send me a direct message, or you can indicate with your chat presence that you are interested in joining me. This is going to be probably about an hour for the stream tonight. I really just want to kind of, do things and experiment. As I did say earlier, or that I implied, I have actually successfully engraved onto PLA. That was actually really interesting. I ended up painting it with some enamel paint just to kind of lighten it up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to wipe all of the surface off because of the layer lines after I painted it. I did use some 91% isopropyl alcohol to try and prep the surface, but live and learn. I probably could have taken it to a really fine grit sandpaper or something like that, and it probably would have been fine, but it wasn't that big a deal. It was free work. Hello, Shom. Wow, what are you, like psychic today or what? You see what I'm printing, right? Or sorry, what I'm lasering? I don't want to offend anybody because some people seem to get really offended when I say printing when I'm talking about laser cutting. But I'm not technically cutting, I'm burning. So, well, I guess I am. So in a nutshell, those like inkless printers that you print receipts on, they burn. So would that be a laser too? So anyway, just saying. So yes, this is Shom from A Skewed View 3D, and this is his piece that is going to go onto my wall. Since it's here, it's probably my wall of shame, but for everyone, this is my wall of appreciation. I don't know why I say shame, because it's not really shame. It's, although the quality may be shameful, but the homage part is definitely love. So yeah, I'm engraving, burning, and otherwise heating things up with a laser with the express intent of not catching it on fire today. We may have to do that in the near future, though, as an episode. But we'll do it on our terms, not on accident. So let's go to the YouTuber. Now, Shom does have a whole lot of stuff available on several platforms, I believe, but the primary platform I think is still Thingiverse. So if Shom would like to present any materials, he is welcome to do so. If I can get my, there we go, my screen to behave. So you should be able to post links, Shom. But that would be so you could like post your website or you could post anything. Shom's been doing this stuff for a while. If you haven't had a chance to meet him, I believe he is going to Earth this year. And I think you did. Did you go to Murph? I don't remember. Oh, look, I've got cardboard under my fingernail. Shom also has some very talented sons, by the way, that do some excellent, like, design work. So if you haven't followed any of his live streams, you should definitely do that. Shom is what I would call a real YouTuber. He's actually got over 1,000 subs. So congrats to that. I'm a artificial construct of a YouTuber. I've got a little over 300 subs. So, oh yeah, okay. So yes, as Shom said, Earth, not Murph. I couldn't have made it to Murph if I wanted to. Earth is going to be a challenge, but I'm still optimistic that I'm going to be able to go. So that's what I'm hoping for, and I will continue to be optimistic about that. I'd like to darken this a little tiny bit. Let's turn that heat up just a tiny bit. There we go. Did I burn through? Nope, not yet, but it's very close. You're going to get like a multi-shade kind of vintage Western wood burning kind of look going on to this. You got no strings to hold you down? Use YouTube for advertising business. That's a great idea. I just hit the wrong button. So I hope my printer doesn't stop working. I have to walk over here for a second because I'm like annoyed that I did that. Dagnabbit. All I need is to add more memory hogs to my system while I'm printing. But whatever. Or while I'm lasering. Yeah, actually, this really didn't require a whole lot of work. The laser is not quite centered. It's just about 1 millimeter off center from the focus lens, but it hasn't proven to be too bad yet, so I haven't bothered to try and adjust the mirrors. I imagine at some point I'm going to, beef this thing up a little bit. I'm realizing that, something in the 50 kW range would definitely be a little bit more ideal for some of the materials I'm doing. But since I'm doing a lot of cardboard work, it's really not that bad. And it does engrave wonderfully on PLA, as I've discovered. I don't have anything specific in front of me that has been engraved on PLA because that stuff went out. That was a job I was doing purposefully. So I will say that the 1/4 inch acrylic, I haven't gotten it to cut on the first pass yet. So it's not as clean a cut as I would like it to be. I was running it at 13 milliammeters or whatever that's called. And I was doing it. Doops. There you go. Look. Lost my camera. I'm back. So anyway, yes, I lost my, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was running at about 13 milliammeters or milliammeters or whatever the crap that measurement's called. And it wasn't cutting through on the first pass, which is unfortunate. I think if I go up to the 15 threshold, I could probably do it in 2 passes. I don't know if I can do it in 1. So that's continuing to be a work in progress. This is 1/4 inch though, so I may see if I can't get some samples of 1/8 inch and try to work on that. Yes, and if you haven't seen the Thanos sword, that's awesome. Shulm does have a bunch of projects coming up for Earth, I believe, like one Midnight Giant one, and I'm trying to remember the other one. Then you have 2 throwdowns, don't you? Or 3? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember, but it's just I've had a bad day. Today was a crappy day up until I got to hang out with you guys and say, you know, look, I'm doing something for you. Yes, my day started at 8 a.m. this morning when my cat decided to knock the hamster cage that my son just got off of his dresser, where it slammed to the ground and made a god-awful noise. I got in there to see said cat getting ready to go pouncing in for the kill, grabbed him by the neck, chucked him out of the room, and had to make sure the hamster was okay, which hamster was fine. He was still in the cage. Well, he was in the bottom of the cage. So, yay, that was good. So, yes, anyway, we're going to go here real quick. So this is Shulm's channel here. This is a skewed view 3D. He has blah, 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 blah. Yeah, watch the Thanos one. That was actually a cool video. How many videos you got now? I'm trying to look. You got a lot of them. So, yeah, take a look at Shulm's stuff. You can find him on the tubers. We'll take a look at the other one here in a second. I just got to turn that off because it absolutely just goes ballistic when I do stuff. Nice. Speed Buggy RC, nice. I'm going to try and catch this before the sound starts up. Oh, good. The sound is not going to start up, so we are all set. Telling you. Trying to load up other stuff on here is just horrible. Yeah. So like 400 videos and 250 designs. Which is way more than I got because my designs are usually caca. But they're fun. So yes, check out Shulm here. I will try to I will have to add that to the description. So I'm going to need to pull open my notepad for that. Oh man, I gotta get another computer to do this stuff with. One day, when I'm big and famous like you are, Shulm, I will get another computer. I feel like I'm on like a 56K modem here. All right, there we go. Now, what am I looking at here? K40 is at 28.2%. We can close this because we don't need that up. And also show them if you want to join too, you are most welcome to, sir. This is a hangout, so I can always send you a message and you could join if you like. Pitch your channel a little bit. Yeah, no, don't we all though? Ooh, dude, that's looking good. How dark that is. Oh, ho, ho. I think we got that color that I was looking for. Sorry for the weak part up on top now, man. Wow. We got that touched right into where we wanted it. Cool. Yeah, if they got any hotter, I think it would actually burn through. Just saying. Tell you what, though, watching the laser work is almost as rewarding as watching the 3D printers work. I said almost, not quite. I need some tea. Does anybody be offended if I walk out the door for a second and grab some hot water? Because it's like right outside the door, so I can keep talking. Because I should have the range. And if you can't hear me, well, then that's all the better, right? Because, I just kind of drone on anyway. So I'm walking down the hall to my hot water machine. I'm pushing the button. Oh, and I've got nice hot scalding water and no light, so I can't see. So I need to see how high this is. Need a light. Not enough. Need more. Let's see if I burn my hand, then I'll know, right? See, I can't imagine being blind because I'd have to stick my finger in there so I could know what the level is. Or maybe get like a little sensor that beeps when the water gets close enough. All right. Or I could have just turned the light on. That probably would have been a better idea. I got enough water. Oh, and my phone starts ringing when I walk in the door. And it's my friend. But I have to deny him because I'm talking with you guys right now. All right, we're going to go with the Stream Tea. This is the Tazo Wild Sweet Orange Tea. Good night, Matt. Sorry, buddy. I always end up walking away right when you're getting ready to get off. This could be a channel sponsor, Tazo. I like to drink tea when I stream. And this is a caffeine-free beverage. So if you have issues with being made to stay awake, this is the tea for you. If you have issues with wanting to stay awake, then this could be the tea for you if you have something caffeinated afterwards. Just saying. So, hey, Tazo, call me. I think one of my favorite teas that I have is the Bigelow. And this is an Earl Grey black tea. And this does have caffeine in it, I believe. It's a gluten-free beverage, though. There's no gluten in this. So you can enjoy this, and you can be like Captain Picard from the Starship Enterprise. Hull number NCC 1701D. D isn't Delta, by the way. All right, so what else? Start doing tattoos next. Yeah, stick your arm in there, dude. I'm not doing it. Saw a guy trying to cut hot dogs today with a laser. It didn't actually work well. It blistered the surface, so you'd end up with third-degree burns. Third-degree burn tattoo. That'd be like branding, wouldn't it? Maybe that would work. Mr. Garth just sent me a picture of the model, which is Yoshi. Yoshi. Oh. Sorry, I'm letting my friend know that I am streaming and that he can attend on here if he wants to see more. So yes, your Shom's logo is just about half done, I think. We're going to check that. It says here it is 36.6% done. I've attempted to fire up a 3D printer, but I don't know if I risk it. Actually, I don't know that I have anything specifically that I want to 3D print right now. Oh, but it's a spam call. Gotta love the spam calls. Apparently one of my friends is also online, which is unusual. You know, I just thinking, Sean, this looks like kind of like a dagger or a knife, the way it's shaped. I should bring this to Earth and give it to you. You can play with it. It's a really ugly knife. But it could still be oh yeah, it's definitely pokey. Very pokey. Really like to see if I can come up with something to use on the rest of that. Oh, so now we wait. We wait for this to finish. And I'm boring at this point because I'm trying to think. Ask me questions or something. Like what's going on in your worlds? What would you like to know in regards to my printing stuff or my K40 stuff or anything? Whatever you want to know, I'm an open book. Go ahead and ask. Because I'm going to sit here on my butt for a minute because my back's killing me. So I'll turn this over here so you can at least see where I'm at. 38%. Yes. All right. So I can sit over here. Okay. LOL. Odd knife, but different. Got a skin out. Looking forward to seeing finished piece. Have a great day all night. And God bless you too, buddy. And thank you for jumping in and hanging out. Love having you, regardless. So I'm going to just sit here and watch my laser go back and forth. I don't know if Papa Top's still in here, but you know, how you doing? You know, Matt's gone and Shom's gone and Garth's gone and and let me know if you're getting announcements too. It is kind of mesmerizing. Yes, it is, buddy. It really is. It's just kind of neat to watch it go back and forth as it does its thing. I'm very much in like with it. Hello, Lester. And okay, go have supper, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. So what do we think of the K40 so far? Our biggest complaint was the first one came that was broken, but they fixed that and they sent me a new one. The awkward part being I had to package it in a different box, and it happened to be one of the biggest boxes that UPS carried in stock. Not me, the others. I just finished. Oh, well then, Lester, how are you? Please contribute to the discussion. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah, this is the part of doing YouTube stuff that's like kind of not awkward, really. Just kind of you feel like you're compelled to like talk. I'm doing pretty good, actually, now that I'm here. Oh, I can't stop yawning. I'm tired. It's been a very interesting day today. If you have anybody in mind too that you would recommend for a channel shout out, I am working on different mediums on my wall to create my hex mural project. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. I'll do it off camera next time. Usually when I do the yawning, I'm not on camera. It's just the coughing that I tend to be on camera for, the sneezing and everything else. And of course, that ends up being on the microphone and blah, blah, blah. And my lighting here sucks because I need to work on that, which I haven't done yet. And I really need to close my door so I'm not disturbing people. It is okay. Absolutely feel free to give me crap. I will roll with it and I take it well. I always try to be exceptionally respectful. Hence the reason why I don't discuss certain concepts and topics on here. Oh, look at that thing go. And if you're curious, this thing is engraving at 100 millimeters per second at a power level of just about 2, I think, milliammeters or millimeters. I can't talk today. Yeah, so that thing. I should probably actually look up the actual term for that. Stifled. Politics and religion. Absolutely. Well, politics mostly. Religion, I am actually fine with talking about. Because I believe that everybody should feel like they can talk about that without being persecuted or yelled at or criticized. Just because I don't share your religious beliefs does not mean I don't respect you and the person you are. Good people can believe in many different things and still be good people. I think that covers it. Politics, that's a completely different side because everybody when you discuss politics, man, you just open yourself up to get kicked in the hanging berries. And it's not really worth it. I could discuss my future business plans or my business ideas or your business ideas or your future plans or anything 3D printed and, mixing technologies and like making molds with 3D printed parts and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many things you could actually discuss that, aren't controversial. Like tea. I could talk about tea and feel fairly safe that I'm not going to get criticized about it. Oh, and product placement. That is a fine cup of tea. Tazo. Yes, hanging berries. Sorry, I was trying to be as politically correct as possible. Now it's like this. You go like this and go. Tazo. Wild, sweet orange. Make yourself a cup today. Okay, Tazo. Sponsor me, bud. Oh, or send me some free tea. I like that too. My wife agrees with your choice of tea. Excellent. I like this tea. This tea is really good for like late nights and like if it's a cold, especially if it's like damp, it's just very nice. But you got to be careful because I think if you leave the bag in too long, it tends to get a little bitter. Like Earl Grey, when you steep it, like good Earl Grey, okay? I like Bigelow tea because it's convenient. But loose leaf Earl Grey tea, Oh my God. There is absolutely no comparison, especially if it's the fresh stuff. I mean, it is fantastic. And it's like drinking coffee. My mother got her drinking tea decades. Nice. Yeah, I still drink my cup of coffee a day, most days. If I feel I need more coffee, I typically add to the coffee that I got first thing in the morning until I'm tired of drinking it. And then, but I always finish my coffee. I just sometimes get tired of drinking it. Hello, buddy. I tuned into a 3D printing channel and got redirected to T-Snobs R Us. Absolutely, buddy. Hey, you got to send me your logo too so I can print yours. And wait, let's see if I could remember. Because I always forget your first name. I want to say Dennis, but I'm probably wrong. Because I told you needed to tell me this a few times before I'd remember it. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have 3D printing royalty in the house in the form of Knack 3D Designs, or the way I like to say it is Naked Designs, the white knight of 3D printing, who created a very clean, very exceptional belt-driven 3D printer. And that's the way I'm going to disguise it, or that's the way I'm going to say it. And if you want to say it differently, you'd have to join the hangout and talk to me about it. Daryl. I knew I liked Lester for a reason. Gotta write it on a piece of tape and put it on the wall under your monitor like I did. Oh, that is a very good point. Hold on a minute. Where did I put that? Yeah, da-da-da-da. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I know. You can remember it. This is not helping me now. Kirk. Because now all I can think of is Captain Kirk. Krusty Krab. That's actually not a bad nickname. Oh, you're up to 800 subscribers now? Nice. That is fan-frickin-tastic. I thought they were trying to get you up to like 1,000 or something like that the other day. Carl? Seriously? And I had a hard time remembering that? Okay, well, I'm going to put that on your thingy. I'm going to put it on your thingy. What? Patrick? You're just messing with me horribly. Oh my God. Who cares? You still do awesome stuff. Yeah, I saw the SpongeBob reference. It's just my delay and my lag was killing me on that one. My chat disappeared. Come back. Come back. Come back. Ooh. I wasn't kidding, Carl. You can come into the hangout too if you like, just so you can give me razz me. Because I think we still have another, I don't know, 20 minutes left on this. I don't know. Let me look. Yep, we just hit the halfway point. So actually, we probably have 30 minutes, I'm guessing. Ish. If I was going to be a betting man, I would say that. I know I should get this reference. I actually have never watched SpongeBob. Well, that's okay. I've watched a few episodes of SpongeBob. Actually, somebody. I'm not even going to go there. Never mind. Yada yada. Bing bong boom. Link? Oh. Discord? Where are you, Carl, on Discord? I know you're in here somewhere because I remember seeing you. Did I not see you on here? Maybe I didn't see you on here. Oh, fine. Here. I'll just I'll send it to you on here and then I'll just delete it. Give me a sec because I got to pull up that screen again. Bloop. Copy. Best. All right. You may now click the link. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You have 10. Okay, now I can delete it. Yay!
Mute. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, had to mute the stream. Forgot to do that before I clicked enter.
That's okay. I know I do that all the time.
So just so you can see this, if you just in case you thought I was fibbing.
I didn't think because you did it when I was on stream. Oh my god, that's awesome. Hey, I am honored to be in your Batcave lab.
I don't know if you saw, but right next to yours is the correct way to spell Martin from 3DP Iceland because I kept messing up his name.
Martin?
Yes, Martin.
Martin.
I kept putting too many I's instead of too many N's.
Let's see if I can hold on. Marteinn?
Yeah. I kept doing Martein and it started bothering me, I think. So it's like anytime I get one, I'm like, I got to remember who this is. I just grab a piece of tape, write it, and stick it on the wall because I'll never remember them.
Yeah, well, it's not like we hang out all the time either, so I totally get that.
Now, I'm sitting here right now playing around with Sholm's Thanos blade, trying to get it to where it'll slice where I think it will support its own weight.
Are you going to do it on the on your printer?
Actually, Midnight Giant's going to print his, and I'm printing Broken Nerds. But Sholm sent me all the files, so I'm playing around with the best way to slice them. Yeah, I'm going to send my recommendation up to Mike and say, okay, well, I sliced it up. This looks pretty solid. I think we should try it like this and see what he says. But
yeah, Sholm just jumped on the stream a little while ago. He had to jump off, but I'm actually, that's the logo I'm 3D printing, or I'm laser cutting right now.
Yeah, I'll admit I was listening the whole time.
Oh, were you?
I brought it up. I was in the middle of playing. I real quick clicked on your link and then was messing around in Cura and 3D Builder and everything else, trying to look at the blades. I was like, I don't got time to keep looking up at the chat, so I figured I would just wait. And I was messing around with Sholm's files, and I know him. If I'd have started talking, you would have ended up with a whole side conversation down your chat between me and Sholm. So, Sholm, if you're still listening, sorry, but you know that would have happened.
Yeah, well, hey, I told him he could jump in too. But you know how he is. He gets busy. He's got stuff he's got to do too, so.
Yep, and I've just remembered. Let's see, figure out how to do this here. I usually pull the chat out so I can watch the chat while I'm in these.
Oh, the three dots with the pop out? Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, I've actually got the computer that I'm running here, which has the why did I move? Oh no, I didn't. I just didn't adjust the camera yet for the logo. That's funny. It is oddly mesmerizing, though, to watch the laser machine work. It's right up there with watching a 3D printer.
There we go. Put this where I can see it. More swords. Always more swords. There's never enough swords in the world. Have you not seen all of the zombie apocalypse movies? We need lots of swords.
Yes, we do. I'm actually thinking about doing a design for a dagger or a sword, but I haven't quite committed to it yet.
Well, that slice is looking more promising. See, Sean broke his up one way, and then Broken Nerd did his a little different. And I don't want to get into too many details and give away any trade secrets or anything like that, but I thought the way Broken Nerd broke his up would support the blades just a little bit better when you're talking about an 8-foot-long sword.
Yeah.
So I told you, I said, don't change your design, but if you can change the way the models are separated, so I can, because what I'm doing is, I don't know if you've used Cura much, you can do a per model infill. Like you can change settings per model. Like you can load 3 different pieces on the print bed, line them all up, and say, print this piece 0% infill, print this one 5%, print this one 85%. And like if you were to take a 5-piece model that was stacked in together, you could literally make some pieces solid and some pieces hollow in that one piece.
I did hear about that the other day, actually. Oh, Lester, I agree. I do use what do we call that? Oh my God. The chat bot. We usually call it something. I can't remember the nickname. But anyway, yeah. I do sometimes use that.
And but the way I'm slicing the models up is we're taking the handle section that's the big like circular handle sections between the 2 blades. We're slicing that up with like 5% infill, so it's got some strength to it. Then we're actually slicing and printing the blades. Hopefully, they're just going to be completely hollow, just 2 perimeters and hollow the whole way down.
Well, you could do like the egg shape too, couldn't you? Because I know with that, you can actually deviate the infill percentages even in a specific model from start to finish.
Haven't tried doing that one yet. The big thing we're trying to deal with right now is, okay, if I print this thing with a 0.8 nozzle, 2 perimeters, and the only place it's got infill is the handle, the sucker's still going to weigh 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like 2.5 kilos per side to print if I print it in one long run. So
yeah, that's gonna be every bit of a spool.
Oh, that's gonna be a couple spools.
Yeah.
I'm to the point now I'm either gonna have to go buy like a 5-kilo spool, or I'm going to have to break the pallet back out and use it in that, what do they call it, run out mode? Where
yeah.
So it'll just run number 1, and then when 1 runs out, it'll run number 2. As long as I don't use more than 4 spools, that method will work just fine.
Yes. No, not Nightbot. It's Chatbot. No, I've not. You're not a popular media viewer. Well, that would explain why you're here then. And I'm glad to have you, Lester. Because there is nothing popular about me.
Lester makes his way around all the cool channels. I see his name all the time.
Yeah, Lester's awesome.
Even if he does like, country and Fun King, he's still a good guy.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree.
I say that, and they're the ones that got me online pretty much.
Well, I'm glad you have, because honestly, I mean, you're doing something that's right up there that's different with the community. What I'd love to see you be able to do is get a swap out head that takes pellet feeded extruder.
Yeah.
Because I
don't want to ever make a printer that's so big I've got to run pellet feed.
I know. It's not the size of the printer. It's the cost benefit.
I don't know that it's that much of a cost benefit though. Well, if you want to print plain stuff, yeah, I guess it could be a cost benefit. But you've seen what I like to print with. which really sucks now because I've made a belt printer, which is just going to empty my wallet that much faster. I really need people to start sending me money because I like to print with shiny, sparkly stuff like protopasta and polyalchemy and filamentum, and and no, I went and made a printer that can burn. I mean, anybody who watched the 4-foot I-beam roll and paid attention saw just how fast you could burn through half a spool of filament.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I'm amazed there aren't any comments about how fast that spool is turning while that thing's printing. Granted, it's sped up majorly, but when it was printing toward the end, I was getting a rotation a minute.
Yeah, that'd be a very expensive process at what, $37 a roll for some of that stuff.
Yeah, the guys at Protopasta could not stop laughing at me last year at IRF. I was sitting there printing. Oh, I might have one here. I was printing these spiral vases.
Did they price it out to cost per minute to print on that thing?
They didn't, but I printed one. I had printed this one in polyalchemy, and they had just released that Tom's Tangerine Orange.
Yeah,
and I was like, guys, I'm not opposed to printing with some pasta if you want to, because they were just admiring this. I'm like, I'll print it again in Tom's Orange. You give me one of your, a spool here to throw on there. They're like, okay. They threw it on there, and I started it going, and Tinkers is sitting there. He pulls out his watch, and he's like looking at the spool. Look at it, because I was running a 1.2 millimeter nozzle at 40 millimeters.
Oh my
God! On my Frankenvinci that I'd made for IRF last year.
Yeah,
and it was just, he literally was timing. He goes, dude, that thing. He goes, full spool. You're running 1:10 per revolution. By the time the vase was done, it was printing 47 seconds a revolution.
Oh my God.
He's like, dude, he goes, literally, talk about watching the time go by. He wanted to come over and write. He's like, if I could figure out a way to do it without messing up the print, he goes, I would love to write the hours of a clock on there and just watch him count down.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. And thank you, Vince. I appreciate that. That means a lot, buddy. I'm glad that was helpful. Convenience and cost of material.
Yep. Vince has got that right. Watch the miles count down.
Yep. Like a truck.
Yeah, this thing's like my I had an old 68 Mustang Fastback with a 390 in it. I could cruise down the freeway and watch the needle slowly move. Anytime somebody made me mad and I felt like passing them, I dropped the hammer and literally I could just watch it go.
It sounds like my Ford F-350 pickup truck I had. It was an old AT&T line truck.
Yeah, I lived in Ogden, Utah for a while, and I would take, back then it was cool to go cruise State Street in Salt Lake City on Friday or Saturday night. So I would take that, I would fill the tank up. I'd drive the 30 miles down the State Street, and by the time I had this thing, they'd passed one of those 3-lap laws. If you did more than 3 laps, they could give you a cruising ticket.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd go down and I'd do a lap around town, and then I'd find a place to pull off and park, and I'd sit and park and talk to people for a while, and an hour or so go by, I'd fire it up and do another lap, park again for a while, do my last lap, and usually by the last lap, I'd found someone who's like, dude, I want to run you. All right. We drive off to some industrial complex somewhere and lay some rubber down and race a couple warehouse distances, and whoever won, and go home. I'd burn off an entire tank of gas going down, doing 3 laps, racing one person and going home. And I'd burn a quarter of a tank of it off just doing that one race.
Oh, yeah. So it's like your speedometer's doing this and your gas gauge is doing this.
Yeah.
Or both at the same time. I don't know, I guess.
I used to love it. I get guys who are like, dude, come on, I want to race you, And they pull up with me, and this was before Fast and the Furious.
Well, yeah.
I'd pull up, they'd pull up beside me in these little import tuners and want to race. And I'd just lay off a bunch of, usually I'd lay off a bunch of smoke, which is what would draw them in. I just nice big long burnout, lay a burnout a block long. And they'd pull up beside me next light. You want to race? You want to race? I go, you know, you just stay here with me. When this light turns green, I'm going to floor it. If you still want to race me after I leave this light, we'll race at the next one. Nobody ever wanted to race me at the next one because my tires are nice and hot and sticky, and I pull a Vin Diesel off the line and lift the front tires like 6 inches off the ground. Run like halfway to the light, let off the gas, drop the front end down, and slam on the brakes and slide it to the light. And they'd be looking at me like, "Oh hell no!"
We're good. Thanks though. It's the thought that counts.
They'd be like, "Dude, that's awesome. What's it like?" "It's great." I said, "It's great now that I know I can't steer." I said, "The first time I did it scared the living shit out of me. I won't lie." Picked the front. I was like, I can't steer. Did I break something? Then I realized I'm not on the ground. Let off the gas.
Yeah, really, before you accidentally steer too much. And then when you come down, you're going somewhere you don't want to go.
Yeah, I was like, okay, put my hand back where it was before this all started, let off the gas, drop the front down. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a motorcycle. One of my acquaintances had asked me, he's like, "Oh, I want to get this motorcycle, but I need to make sure it works and all that." So I'm like, okay. So I took a look at it, went over it. And I was like, well, I guess there's no way to tell how well it works at this point except to just ride it. So hopped on the thing and yeah, did about a half mile with the front wheel up. That was a interesting ride.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I'm not much of a crotch rocket fan, but it was an opportunity to ride around on a bobber. So had to give it a shot. Oh, it's almost done. Oh yeah. Hey Carl, did I show you the on-air sign for the new channel I'm starting up?
I saw it when you were playing with the lazy the other night, trying to cut the acrylic.
Yeah, well, I finally got the cardboard done on this, so that's done. Yeah, I've done some little pieces of acrylic just to kind of sample it out and try it.
Oh, 3D Medic.
This one, it does look like that actually, but this is actually a different one. This is
okay.
It's a different logo, but yeah, it's I printed it backwards.
Vince's, I don't know where I put it. I had it down here somewhere. Vince's is one of the coins I like the most that I got from Murph. He did a multicolor, multi-layer. I was like, wow, okay. I'm giving away these quick, spiral base, hollow, nothing to them coins coming off the belt. And he's giving away this hockey puck. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I feel like I'm gypping everybody now. But the funny thing was I was pumping these out one every 20 minutes. And I had a fight with people the first day to convince them to let them make it to the end of the darn bed.
Nice.
The Friday night, no one would let them get to the end of the belt. I was like, so I got out there early Saturday and got it running. So they were falling off the end of the belt by the time people got there. I was like, if you really want one, we'll pour from this one. Please, I like to be able to people see them actually come off the end of the belt. Please don't pull them off of this belt.
It's like, let them at least touch the scraper before you grab one, man.
It got cool. After a while, people like, how long before that one falls? I'd be like, oh, about 5 minutes. They walk off, come back, and I had the little bucket. It would hit the pallet, and depending on how it bounced, would either land in the bucket or it wouldn't. So it was like everybody's sitting there waiting for it to fall. And, if it landed in the bucket, everybody's cheering. If it missed, everyone's like, oh. Something real quick, pick it up. Can I have it? Yeah. And somebody else like, I wanted that one.
I was waiting for 5 minutes for that.
Should have picked it up quicker.
Yeah, see, I couldn't unless I specifically designed one. Like the only design I have that might work for that is my original maker coin that I've got, my test coin. And I would have to put a little tiny base on it, but the overhangs, man, would just kill me. So I would have to actually redesign it to do a vase mode version. I mean, these ones don't take long that I've got. I think they only take like about an hour, which I guess I technically should have been printing them while I was here. But I mean, this is my new one, which does it's still a bit of a kind of a techno print. So it does actually have a purpose. I could print samples with this thing without much problem because it's so thin. But it's still pretty, rugged. And it has a neat little clippy thingy on it. So you can, clip it onto stuff.
I keep thinking for Earth, I want to take... Mike and I started working on this sword design, and we never finished it. And I broke the tip off at Earth.
Yeah.
I almost want to see if I can't rework this a little bit so it will work better for a spiralized mode. So you make it to where it tapers in and out instead of like it is now. And then make it to where I could scale it down to more like dagger size. Put a round tip on the end and be like, okay, I'm not giving away maker coins. I'm giving away maker daggers.
Actually, that's sort of Sholm was doing sort of like that. He was giving away all kinds of different models when he was at Earth. I mean, my son was just in love. He's like, oh God, he keeps giving me stuff. So he's getting the shield, the Askew View shield he had. I think he had a couple of small daggers. I mean, he was doing some vertical prints where he had them slotted on the printer.
Yeah.
So, and I did get to sign the housing for Shom's printer, by the way.
Yeah, I signed that one too. Here it is. I'm looking over for Vince's coin, and it's right here in my ribbon candy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you signed it before I did. Yeah, that looks hot, dude. That's awesome.
And that's the front. And then I think he added this as a last minute thing so it would work with the Ready Printer 1.
Oh, nice.
I think that was a last minute change so it would work because he made the mistake of telling everybody, yes, my video game runs on maker coins. They must be this size. I was like, dude, but my maker coin won't work.
That is a valid point. I may have to make my maker coin smaller now.
I was teasing him because he was going over all the games it had. I was talking to him on the stream after the show, and I'm like, dude, I never even got a chance to play that. And it's got Galaga on it. I said, I could sit and play Galaga all day.
But what a great way to collect maker coins. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah, he was like, dude, Earth, I'll make sure you get a chance to play it. I'm like, okay. I said, you'll have to kick me off. I said, granted, it's been a long time since I played Galaga, but there was a point where I could go into a rest stop and throw a quarter in Galaga. And I'd have guys all the way across the bottom, and I'd been there for an hour and be like, man, I got to get back on the road. Hey, kid, you want 20 lives on Galaga? Come here. You just got to promise me you'll put KSB for the initials on there when you're done. We good? Yeah. See ya. I come back by on the way back and stop in, and there's my initials at the top with high score. And I'd always try to make a note what the score was before I left, and they got another 1,000 points and lost all of the people.
Yeah.
I'd be on level 33 or something when I'd leave.
Yeah, but that was a fun game.
Well, most people, I was telling, what the heck, I can't remember his name right now. Print and Play.
I can't either.
Oh gosh. I was telling him though, unless they changed it, almost every Galaga ever played, either after level 20 or 25, the difficulty goes back to 1.
Where did you get that printed solid sticker?
Wait, this one?
Yes.
They were giving them away they had them at Murph.
Oh, see, I didn't go to Murph, so.
Well, they'll have them at Earth too. He had
that.
He had it made that big just for me to put on this box. And make one, you might as well make 1,000,
But do you see what the silhouette looks like? Yeah. Okay. Now you see it. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
It's not as bad as I don't want to give anything away, but I've noticed it on a few people's designs. Next time you sit and look at somebody's, both of mine I think are safe.
Oh, you got
you look at
people up there too.
Look at people's swords.
Yeah.
Look at the pommel and the handle, the way a lot of people design them.
Yeah.
Way too many of them end up looking like something else.
I completely got what you're saying. I didn't realize you had Shane's maker coin up there.
Shane.
Folger Tech. or Fugatech. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. I
Nice.
got all
You know,
sorts of stickers.
I was supposed to get in touch with him while I was there, and I didn't get a chance to grab one.
The one I really like is Artobotics. Artobot or whatever. His was like way cool.
Oh wow, yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's like protopasta pink and teal, and then he's got some painting in the center and magnet backed. And I mean, I was like, he went all out on his. I was like, dude, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of time.
And then somebody was giving this. I got this one at a New York Maker Faire. It's like the Aztec calendar.
That's cool.
Laser etched onto a piece of wood.
Yeah, see, I want to do I'd like to do some kind of a sprocket, like, timepiece sort of thing.
Yes, James. That's who. James at Print and Play.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Vince. Yeah, I want to get, like, I was looking at, like, maybe laser cutting some sprockets in something so I could, like, laminate some stuff together and have it do something, but I just haven't had I don't design very well. I can.
Everybody's like, I joke, I don't either because of what I use. Well, I swear that was the best part of the interview with Joel, because he goes, so and I've heard this nasty rumor. What software you use to design this thing?
Oops, hold on a sec, Carl. I've got what's up, Bill? Yeah, I'm in my office. I'm hanging out with Carl right now on the live stream. But if you want to show up, come over. Okay. Yep. I'm still here. I'm finishing up a job right now. I will do my best since I'm live streaming to catch you a fish. All right, bud. Bye. Sorry, Carl.
That's okay. Life continues on.
It does. Well, he's my co-host or assistant like partner for the new channel that we're doing. So
okay. Yeah, it's funny. I started talking. I met Country last year at Murph. He got put at a table right across from me, and then got talking with John from You Do It.
Yeah.
And he's like, he goes, oh, because he saw my DaVinci. He goes, dude, you need to document that. You need to do a video. I said, man, you don't want me doing YouTube videos. I'd be like Paul Sr. from Orange County Choppers, man. Something goes wrong, I start throwing stuff. I said, I've had files and screwdrivers stuck in this. Okay, I'm sitting down and I'm touching my ceiling right now in this basement. And I've had stuff stuck in the ceiling and the walls. Let's just put it this way. Any video you see of mine, I guarantee you there was a lot of takes and a lot of stuff that was cut out y'all will never see.
Yeah, that's the beauty of doing live streams. When I screw things up, it happens right here.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little leery of doing live streams.
I just like it's so much less maintenance. I mean, I do some stuff like the little 10-minute videos. I actually use Vlogit for that. And it's so easy to use because you can edit the stuff right there on the fly, and you can add captioning to it or audio or sound files, whatever. And it's just so convenient.
Yeah, I have the distinct feeling once people really start building White Knights, or once the kit releases, I'm gonna have to start doing a live stream, because I've said I know if I want to keep growing, I know I need to start doing live streams at some point so people can interact. And it's like right now I just keep making appearances on other people's shows. I'm like, I'll show up with Llama, I show up with you now. It's like, I'll jump in with Show'em every once in a while. I figured it's only a matter of time before they ask me on to a Friday night hangout.
Well, who's your top four? Your top four channels that you hang out with, like, often?
Top four, Country 3D.
Okay.
Fun in the Country Basement.
Yeah.
But
that's kind
Friday night 3D printing community hangout and the catchies, what I do seem to do the most. I don't jump on a lot of other streams. Every once in a while, I'll drop in and talk to Scalda in the morning, but
yeah. So, well, what I was thinking is, if they can get access to the kits, you ought to do a build off on your channel, because you would be the designated expert on the assembly.
Well, I'm figuring what's going to happen is people are going to start asking so many questions.
Yeah.
And like right now, it's halfway disassembled right now because I needed to make a few minor adjustments to this one. I was rushing to put the belt together for Murph.
Yeah.
We had an issue where we used the wrong kind of metal, and the prototype ran into serious issues while Midnight Giant had it. I fixed the issues in his and had to literally fix the issues in the prototype Thursday night before Murph, and I think your print just finished.
Oh, it did.
And
I'm actually I gotta do the cut pattern on it.
And I ended up with just a little bit bigger gap than I would normally like in the seam, and I hadn't filed the edge of the heated pad down very much, and it started coming around as the gap separated just a little bit. It would come around and it would snag on that seam. So I had to pull it apart and round the edge down so it won't snag on the seam anymore. And while I had it apart, the other issue we found out with the prototype was that the Z motor gets very hot. And I did some research on it, and everybody says Z motors on every kind of 3D printer have this nasty habit of getting hot because it's all to make sure that the bed doesn't move up or down when it shouldn't. Yeah. The Z motor is always engaged at full power. It's just inherent the way everybody programs it to treat the Z.
Yeah.
So, especially when you're running this belt on a 5-to-1, you could reach in and touch it, and it was... You could keep your finger on it, but I challenge you to keep your finger on it for more than 10 seconds.
Why don't you talk to Shane, see if he can give you an idea for like a liquid cooling system?
Oh, well, I fixed it real easy, honestly. I found some, I forget what printer they were off of. I want to say they're ANET, honestly. I think it's kind of funny that the ANET that everybody talks about catching fire, according to the Amazon link, I bought these off of their ANET stepper cooling fins. Yeah. I take out 2 of the screws on the stepper motor and run them through the cooling fins, and then I mount a Noctua fan to it. It never goes above room temperature now.
Oh, that's nice.
So I put that one on midnights when I built his. Now, since I had to pull it apart to do the tape, the round the edges out on the plates, I'm like, well, I'm going to add the fan onto this one and few other minor tweaks to it, and
the TL smoothers would probably make it run even hotter too, huh?
I don't know. I haven't played with. I've got a box of them. So I put them on my wish list because I wanted to play around with them on one of the Da Vincis, just see if I'd see a difference. And then I started building this thing, and well, we all know what happened after that. I haven't had time to do anything else because it's like as soon as I got back, Printed Solid was like, dude, no, we want to do the kits. And
I'm doing lazy cutting, by the way. I don't feel like getting up, so I'm just doing multiple passes to cut this out.
Hey, Tom. Yeah, no.
Hey, Tom.
No striptease tonight, Tom. Sorry. only on your channel.
I was gonna say he missed it.
Yeah, as Lester said, yeah, I have no more free time. I come home from my regular job, and I'm either editing the assembly videos from building mics to post on there, so everybody knows how to assemble theirs if they decide to build it themselves, or working on the prototype, getting it fixed, or for Printed Solid to produce the kits, they needed me to assemble an entire, all the parts other than the printed pieces. I have to assemble them one whole thing so they can break it down and write assembly manual and source all the parts and figure out what they want to have produced. Like yeah. I part of the kit is to print end caps and just use some aluminum tubing to make your rollers. And I'm personally hoping they find a source that can produce the rollers so they're nice welded, one piece, you know, turn true. So, because like I did the original one and I JB welded the end caps in and put the shaft in it and said there, and I ran it, and you'd hear that belt every time it went around. You could hear it creaking as it got tighter and looser and tighter and looser.
Yeah.
And when I made mics, I said, well, let's see if I can turn these down, how big of a difference it makes. Put them on my lathe and realized that extruded aluminum tubing's about 300ths out of round.
Oh.
Take 300ths off of 2 rollers, it's a huge difference. Especially if the 300ths those rollers were opposite each other. The belt went from creaking to you can't hear that printer run when it's running. I'm just waiting to see that thing catch fire. I can see sparks.
Yeah, no, that's normal. Hello, Madbug. How are you?
Hello. Oh, hello there.
Nice. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm just gonna, you know what? I'll put it on my cutting temperature now, and then I'll just finish this off. That way it'll fall out.
You're gonna crank it up that high. Go ahead and slap some steak in there and smoke it while you're at it.
Right? I could go with that. Like, whoa, there we go. Now you can get some. You get some lovely.
See,
right.
there you go. There you go. There is your dual purpose laser to bring to Earth.
Yes, Madbook. This is a K40.
You turn off the ventilation and you put some good hickory or mesquite in there, and you start laser etching it, and you have some ribs in there with it, so you're smoking your ribs while you're doing your laser etchings.
Oh, the only thing I got in here is pine. I don't have any exotic like hickory or cherry or anything. Yeah, just pine. Although I do want to get some reclaim wood so I can play with that. You done yet? Come on now. Come on, Bessie.
Well,
oh yes, she's done.
I'm gonna
through.
I'm gonna hop out. I got Mike sending me messages here. I need to figure out what's going on. So,
All right. Hey, Info Mario, how are you, buddy?
nice hanging out. I'll see you later, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Carl.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too, bud. See that? I get all the cool people in my channel. Nope, just finishing up this job, so. Hey, well, I'm happy to have you, buddy. My you're not being able to sleep is my ability to have someone to talk to, because, you know, that's fun. All right, so we are going to add Mr. Sholm to the wall. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have my double-sided sticky tape. Dagnabbit. Normally, I have my double-sided sticky tape, but I had a job to do. So, this is repurposed cardboard from my son's hamster cage. And Sholm is going to go right here on the wall. So we can mix up our colors a little bit. So what I'll do is I will just, for right now, I will get a piece of tape. I'm going to find a piece of tape. What did I do with my tape? There it is. And I will just put it on the wall, and that should hold for a couple of days. Dry the duct tape, huh? I've actually got some metal tape in here right now. I could probably use two, but I think I'll pass on that for now. All right, Sholm. Officially up on the wall, sir. It is an honor to have you as part of the wall. So there you go. See? Boom, another one. Now we're going to have to figure out... Mario, you're from Spain and you use American duct tape. Nice. So we got to do... We got Ron, the Canadian Maker project to do up here. We should do Tom's at some point. If Tom wants to send me his logo, I'll do that. Recycle the hamster poop cardboard for show. I'm just all about the recycled cardboard. If it has hamster poop on it, that's just an added bonus, right? So what do I got here? I have this piece of purple. The question is, whose logo should I put on this? That is the question of the day. Who wants to be purple? I'll give you a rundown of who I have in a moment. We turn our power down just a tiny bit. I'm going to reclaim as much of this tape as we can because we're getting low on it. Only an added bonus when the poop burns. All right, so who do we got that we can do purple on? Let's see what project we have. We just did Sholmes. So we've got Mr. D, but I don't want to do his in purple. Oh, you know what? We could do Wiley's 3D in purple. I don't think Mike would be upset by that. Do you? A gear for open source. Oops, what did I miss? No purple for me. No, you're good. I wasn't going to do purple on you. Das Mia. Oh, good God. Sorry. I got to go back up here. Hold on a second, Mario. Lightburn. Yes, I have heard about the Lightburn software. Lightburn requires a board upgrade, though, I believe. Thank you, Lester. You have a good night, sir. Let's see. So we got to get rid of this. And we're going to put this in. And we're going to make this bigger. Such a clean image. I love this image. I think it's going to take a little bit longer than Sholmes did to cut, but I have a little bit of time tonight, so I was going to try and keep this to an hour, but as anybody knows that has followed me in the past, you know that that never works. All right, so now we are going to load this. If anybody wants to see me do this process, I'm happy with doing that to show you. I need to fix my tripod because my tripod or my tripod is has a little bit of a lean to it. There we go. So now, yeah, I know I'm already pushing 2 hours. It's a bit sick. What happened to your K40, buddy? Oh, I got to put the cardboard in. So let's do that. Ah, no, I'm not like out of space here. I'm gonna have to like jam this thing in 2 different directions in order to get it to work right. Ooey, hooey, hoo, ha, 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 ha. All right. Let's go to unlock rail. Get that out of the way. And jam this thing in here. There we go. Nope, that still didn't work. If I can do it this way. Oh, I can do it that way. That'll work. We'll just kind of tuck it down here a little bit. And then we'll tape it off. I don't even know where this cardboard came from, but it's recycled, so I don't care because it's going to be used for my project. All right, so we're going to do a quick test burn. little too far away. A little test burn. There we go. I think we can actually get just a tiny bit closer. I think that'll work right there. So we're gonna close the lid. Lasers on. Engraver's ready. There's a guy called Mundo. Let's see. Hold on a minute. The tab is a bit blend. To make adjustable. Yes, I agree. I want the adjustable table. Mundo CNC. He made one, and his is a clock box. That's pretty awesome. I need to open this file. Wiley 3D2 is what we called this. So we're going to open that. And then we are going to print that. And we're going to get that up on the screen. So we're going to move this back over here so you guys can see me mess with my settings. Because it takes me a second to get everything dialed in. Wood Cobra. That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to take a look. I do like looking at different channels that have stuff like that. See if we can't get this a little bit better. I think that's a good enough view. Lasers on. Job is not quite loaded yet. This might take a second. A Wood Cobra, though. That sounds fun. Well, if you guys want to see me run this job for Wiley's 3D, I would be happy to leave the stream going, but I'll have to take a break and walk away for a minute. Otherwise, I can end the stream at like 2 hours and however minutes it's been going, which it seems like it's been going for, yeah, probably, I have no idea. Let's find out. We're at, yeah, just about 2 hours. So, but like I said, if you guys want to remain watching, if you want something to see, I have a phone call to return. I'll have to look at that one. Yeah, I could actually get a well, actually I'm on YouTube or Facebook, so actually that's funny. Actually I'm using the stock one right now. I haven't changed it yet because I just don't have the money. They're about $60 for what I want. Yes, I am on Discord. I don't have a Discord, public Discord at the moment. But I do have a Discord username, which is, I don't even know, probably PT3D or Prototype This 3D. I can't remember. Let me look. PTE. No, that's not it. Yeah, PT3D. That's my name on Discord. That's funny, though. But yeah, the stock blower, I had to fix it. Because as you know, the initial one that comes with the machine is definitely not properly equipped. I'm off camera right now because I'm getting ready to adjust the power settings on this. The first time I've used a purple laminated corrugated cardboard, so I'm not sure what to expect on this. I'm thinking, though, because of the letters are so bold, I'm wondering if I should cut through the surface layer of the cardboard to reveal the corrugated on it. The one for the nozzle. Oh, you mean the air assist? I'm using a central pneumatic oilless airbrush compressor from Harbor Freight. It goes up to 50 psi, and yeah, I'm running right now. I'm running a vinyl tube, which is not great. I should probably go with a silicone tube. It just happened to be what I had available at the time. But if you look close, I mean, if you can see it up in the edge there, it's definitely getting chafed pretty severely. I'm going for as dark as we can get this thing. That is pretty extreme dark. I like that. I did just barely cut through the paper initially, but I've adjusted it. So now we've got a nice looking cut going. So we're going to try and get this in focus real quick. Let me turn that just a tiny bit. There you go. This should be a pretty good view, I would think. All right, so I got to take a 10-minute break and run off for the. I have a phone call to make real quick, so I hope everybody's okay with that. If everybody is still here, then I'll continue the discussion, and we'll just keep the stream going for a little bit longer. But yeah, 2 hours means, bio needs and life does not stop just because I'm streaming. And even though I'm trying to answer these messages as they come in, it doesn't always work well. So I'm going to pop off for just a few minutes. I'm going to leave the stream running because of the laser. I want you guys to be able to watch that, relax to it. I can leave the microphone on if you want to hear the little compressor running, or I can play some music, but I just want to make sure that everybody is accepted or happy with this. Oh, yeah, no, I can do that real quick before I step out. Like I said, I'm just going to run out real quick and make a phone call. Info Mario. Dude, that is absolutely fantastic. Oh, wow, that is fantastic. I wish I had half the freaking talent for that. Oh, man, that is right up my alley, too, on one of the projects I want to do one of these days. Nice. Thank you for that. Yes, I will be right back. It won't be long, so thank you. And thank you for being here, just, hanging out on my stream. What the heck just happened? Did I lose the stream or is it still going? Let's find out. Oh, okay, we're still good. Where'd you get that ugly logo? Oh, maybe somebody. Hi, Mario. Mike. If Mike, you're still on. All right. Sorry, that went a little long. I was actually discussing some work-related stuff for once. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Mr. Carl. I got to refresh my page so I can see what level I'm streaming at. There we go. Now I can see it again. That is looking pretty. Mike's going to be on my hex wall here in just a few minutes. I'm loving it. Let's see what percentage we're at. What's your mortal job? Well, that depends on what you look at as a mortal job. Right now, I am working as a line person on a ramp at an airport, doing refueling of jets and other associated aircraft. And I am possibly going to be doing some housekeeping or possibly getting a different thing, and maybe doing some medical equipment repairs here shortly. So a lot of things are up in the air at the moment. Trying to get some laser work and 3D printing work is still my priority, but that is just one of those things that has not quite blown up yet. I still got 2 potential contracts out there I'm waiting to hear back on, so we'll find out how that works out. You're a CNC lathe operator. That is a fantastic job. I would love to be able to do that again. I was a CNC operator at one point, and it was a lot of fun. And lathe would be wicked awesome to run because I've always been a big fan of lathes. I also want to do some wood turning. That'd be cool too. A 7 machine to maintain on. Wow, that's a lot of machines. Look at that logo. That is fantastic. Why, Mike, you don't like that logo? That was a special gift. I actually received that on Discord from a certain individual. 10-axis lathe. Woo. I love machines. I really do. Machines are fantastic. And if anybody wants to join me on this stream, I think we still have another 30 or so minutes, and you are welcome to join me on the stream. I can post the link to the Hangout briefly. I would be removing it too, so I don't think I sent that to you. Must have got them from Mr. D. No, I did. I got it from Mr. D. Mr. D heard my plea for your logo, and I know you said you were going to send it, but Mr. D beat me to it, so I didn't have to use your the crunchy one that I was trying to use, which was it had some of the top cropped off. So this one is the full mod tee. And I did that yawn thing again. Sorry. Let me see. It's if you want to see which one it is, I will share my display real quick. This is the logo I'm doing right now. All right, hold on, Mike. Let me send that to you real quick. Let me go back to my display capture and get rid of that. There you go. I usually do like a 10-second count before I remove it. And I'm pretty sure you will be able to grab that. And I'm sure I'll hear you come on. All right. Pull that out of there. We'll go in here. Ah, you got it.
I got it.
Oh, that is a mighty big print.
Uh-huh. It's a mighty big sign, and it's coming out kind of shitty, but
You got it.
I suppose I should mute. There you go. I muted it. I did the fatal mistake and left the stream on in the background.
Oh, that's all right. Carl did the same thing.
Yeah. No, that's a surprise sign that I'm printing. It's a 27-hour sign, and it's a good one. It's this one I made. So, are you printing that or lasering that?
No, that is laser.
That's what I thought it was.
I'm gonna jump back and forth between laser and 3D printing.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like mash up the wall a little bit, because kind of like the idea of, you know, having multiple technologies up on the wall. So
How's that laser going? I haven't had time to watch lately.
oh dude, it's going fantastic. I've actually had quite a few jobs that I've run through just to try and see. Like this one I did backwards on accident, but this is a kind of just an idea, you know, like something that's LED reactive, so I can.
Yep.
You know, that's one. This one was the most complicated one. Holy cow, this thing took 2 minutes for the system to render it.
Oh wow.
But this is the other one I did.
Nice.
And oh yeah, and it's stupid detailed. It's a shame that you can't really. I mean, you can sort of get some of the detail that's in it by looking.
It would probably be able to see it a lot better if you held it up close like that and put a light underneath it to shine up through it so you can see it.
Yeah, but I don't have a LED light that I can.
Cell phone.
Yeah,
Cell
I was
phone.
just thinking that.
Okay.
Let me do that. We'll try that real quick.
Why don't you do that? I don't even have my head cam on.
There we go. Let's I wonder if we can change that. We can, right?
And display. Which one? What's that one?
All right, we'll do some lights out action, and we'll try to. Oh, that's really bright. Hold on, I may have to turn the light down a little bit. Yeah, I think I will. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong setting. That's the blink. Oh my god, I hate that.
Which one is that? Oh, that shows my nuts.
There's the. You kidding me? This doesn't have a. Wow, this doesn't have a brightness thing on it.
On your cell phone?
Yeah, this one
Put
does.
a piece of paper under between it.
Let's see if we got a.
Then do jumping jacks while holding it upside down sideways.
Let's see if. I think that looks a little better. It's
Yeah,
kinda,
you can see it a lot better.
yeah, it's not the greatest light source in the world, but
No. It's better than just showing it naked.
yeah, no, definitely, I completely agree with you. But yeah, I mean the detail in it is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean these lasers do a fine job when it comes to precision detail.
Yeah.
It's been interesting though, because it's not like, I mean, it's similar to 3D printing, but it's not like 3D printing at all.
Yeah.
The process is so much faster.
Oh, God, no. Come on, get your butt. Get your butt forward.
And I have actually laser engraved PLA too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that actually worked out really well.
Mommy's got the cruds. Oh, does that stink?
Oh,
Yeah.
you called it, Carl. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, so yeah, sorry about the whole not being in lately. I've been working.
Yeah, I just heard you talking about that.
Yeah.
Actually got yourself one of them JOBs, huh?
Yeah, I did for right now. It's a seasonal one, so I'm doing fueling up airplanes and jets and stuff.
They let you around fuel?
Yeah, I actually drive a fueling truck.
Do they not watch your stream?
No, they don't.
Oh, God. You would have never got hired. No.
I'm thinking you're probably right on that. When oh, I gotta say, hey Carl, did you see the message that Sean was posting? And Mario just farted? Is that what that is?
Like, you know the first row, you know the end row? You know the end row? Right over there?
All right. So Carl said not really, Sean, if you're listening and not reading. So yeah, no, this has been a wild and crazy toad ride for a lot of stuff lately. I've been trying to stream when I can, and I haven't actually been able to record anything lately because it's just been when I have a minute, I can finally get around to,
Yeah.
So,
I'm working my way towards the laser right now.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, now that I've started playing with the K40, I'm really enjoying it, and for the price, I mean, it's it's got a lot of upgrades you can do with it, just like with 3D printers.
Yeah.
Well,
I just picked up them 6 printers, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah. I'm working my way towards the laser. I gotta make a bunch of money so I can buy a laser. That's my goal, and keep some nice printers because I'm keeping the Tornado and the JD Aurora, and I'm selling the 4 CR10s this time.
Yeah,
and I'll make some good profit on that, and I'm going to go up there and buy another 6, 8 of them again.
Yeah. Nope, I'm just picking stuff up as I can, and I've only got a couple different machines that I really got to get here soon, but with this potential for a couple of contracts, I may actually be getting a much more high-end 3D printer to do their work that they want done.
Yeah.
So as far as what machine that's going to be, I'm not sure yet, but I mean, for their work, I could probably get away with getting one of the Ultimakers with the removable heads.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm not sure if I want to bite that price point for that. But I mean, I've heard
the machine tuned in good enough, you should be all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just precision work is all. So,
well, you can get the precision out of it. I mean, you can get the precision out of anything you got. Just modify it a little bit. Get linear rails on it. just do a few things to it. And I mean, linear rails, go to Zaltec. Them linear rails are not that expensive.
No. I mean, I could do that too.
It's
just a matter of what I have time to do. I mean, I can get somebody that I can pay to come in and watch the jobs. But I can't pay somebody to upgrade the machines, and I just don't have the time to do it right now.
Yeah. Because I mean, take one home so you can watch it at night.
Well, but then it goes on my electric at home, and that sucks.
Yeah, it's just one printer, man. I got 4 or 5 running at a time.
That's funny. Thanks, Carl. If you can get precision out of a Da Vinci, any printer can be. Why buy for $30? Why don't you try the Z-Morph? Discord, I'm on chat of CO2 here in Spain, and a guy got fire on his machine and he decided to upgrade the laser. Well, number one, it depends on what kind of fire it was, because if it's just a fire, I had one the other day and that was all my fault because I was running the laser too hot on cardboard. So, yeah, it's a thing. It really is. Caught the thing right on fire. Like a whole little, looked like I had a little barbecue going on in there.
I know if that smooths out. I want to light this thing up, man. This is one rough bitch. And it's coming out. Just filament. It's that clear. It's that translucent stuff. Translucent green. And that shit just sucks because it's so glassy, like when it's done, and it prints for crap, especially when you're trying to print something big and flat.
Yeah.
But there's three colors going on this, and so I didn't want to go with the clear TPU.
Oh, and if you're doing
PET G, I mean clear PET G, and then go back to PLA.
And if you're doing 3 layers, you can't do it on the Z because you got to be able to transition them.
Yeah.
You had thermal runaway on a CR10S tonight. Just got it with Marlin now download. Yeah, I've got a pretty new CR10S, so I've been told that I probably don't have to worry about that because they fixed it, I guess.
Yeah, I just redid the firmware on one of the CR10s, and it did have the thermal runaway on it. It was on. So, but I still upgraded the firmware on it.
Yeah, I haven't done it on mine just because it hasn't been an issue so far. But my CR10S is no longer stock anyway, so
yeah,
it's got the Micro Swiss hot end and the knockoff Bondtech extruder, and that thing, I'm going to tell you, it runs like a boss now. But I can't use Simplify 3D.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've got the exact same settings in Simplify 3D as I do in Cura, and Cura owns it. Simplify 3D under extrudes like crazy.
You want to talk about under extruding or over extruding? On my Tornado there, I actually got that only running at 50% flow rate.
Oh man. How old's the nozzle on that thing?
No. What do you mean how old? This brand new nozzle. It's the gear, man. It's the gear. Because it comes with the freaking plastic gear, and it's all jacked up and stuff. It would not run that clear filament. It's all grooved up and everything now.
Yeah.
So I had to put one of these on there. And if you could look at the teeth difference.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I got it only running at 40% flow rate because I knocked it down to 50% flow on Cura. And then it wouldn't let me go lower than 50%. So then I knocked it down another 10% on the machine.
Did you could change the G code on that?
Well, I just did it this way.
Because I got the hold on a sec. Let me.
I don't know what the teeth counts are and everything, so I wasn't. I mean, yeah, I can just put it in there, but I got to sit here and count the damn teeth.
Yeah. Tornado is still waiting for Mosquito to be put on. Yeah, I'd like to get a Mosquito one day.
And I'd like that too.
Let's see. Carl's in the middle of something, which is normal. Monoprice mini delta is jamming up every few minutes, so got to take it apart. Crazy, I'm so. Don't tell that to Mike. Mike's always liked those Monoprice Select minis.
Oh yeah, I got 4 of them or 3 of them. I got to get to work on them too, but I got to get new boards.
All right, let's see if this pulls up yet. You pull? Nope, not yet.
I ain't got no shit there.
But yeah, that is. Yeah, I love messing with this laser.
Yes.
Wait, where's this in London? Where's it at?
Where you live, Clyde?
Maine.
Maine. That's in Maine. I turned on this stream and there's my logo going off. Yeah, he's lasering it for his wall. He does everybody's logo and puts them up on the wall.
Yep. If you want to see the wall, I can show you.
No! No! I was gonna eat those.
Well, you didn't, so I figured I'd help you out, and I ate them. I got into her Easter candy and ate her little malted.
Oh, don't do that. That's not nice.
Uh-huh.
All right, there's the wall, so
There's
you
the
can see
wall.
the wall.
Oh, that's.
He does
Oh,
3D printed ones, and he does laser.
You're going to the store and buying me some.
I don't know. I need to get some.
This let's see. This one right here is purchased cardboard. This one I got to redo. This one is made from recycled cardboard from my son's hamster cage.
Oh, so it's got hamster turds on it?
It does. See?
Okay. Oh.
You
From
wanted-
the literal hamster cage. I know you meant from the bottom of it where it pisses and shits.
No, nothing like that. He uses that little bedding stuff.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
So, but yeah, this is the wall so far, and then of course yours is getting ready to be done. So yours is going up there next.
Cool.
Naturally, we are. Yes.
Excuse me.
Oh, let me put this back in here so we can get back to the.
Oh,
Oh crap, that goes far. I almost ran into it.
well, yeah, that's the frame and the light bars for the thing
Yeah,
over here.
I never recognized how big it is.
Yeah, it's going to be a light up sign, and I ain't going to announce what it says until it's done and lit up.
I got a light up sign. You want to see mine? Hold on. Let me fix
I've
it.
got one too that says on air, but no, this is a big one.
Now, see, this one is just the one I cut out of cardboard and put LED lights in.
Oh, there you go.
It's a cardboard box made out of recycled cardboard. And I think this one has a sticker on it somewhere because it's that recycled. I don't know where it is though. Oh, it's on the inside. You can't see it anymore.
Oh,
But I used hot glue on that.
there you go. That works.
Hot glue is awesome.
Man, I was the king of hot glue before I got a 3D printer. I could do
Yeah.
anything with a glue gun.
3D print with hot glue.
My fingers were so numb that it didn't hurt too bad when I started 3D printing and grabbing the hot ends. Because
Oh,
I
yeah,
put hot glue so much.
I've accidentally grabbed my hot end.
I grab it every day. I mean, on the printer. I mean, I don't use the tweezers much for getting the filament out. You know, I just grab it with my fingers.
Yep. Yeah, this is the offcut to the what I've been cutting on the acrylic.
Oh, nice. Yep.
It looks like a dagger.
And,
It's a really ugly one.
yeah.
At least that's what Carl says. I'll give it to Sholm at Earth. Be like, here you go. Here's what I made for a knife.
There you go. I was gonna do a live stream tonight, but with the CR10s, because all of them are gonna have each individual live stream,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be attached to it when it goes up for sale on eBay, so they can see that everything's been done, that it prints, and all the tweaks that have been done, and everything that's been done to it.
Yeah.
You know, to make it better than buying a new printer. You know, because you never know what you're gonna get.
Good night, Sholm.
We'll see you, show 'em.
Let me let's turn this back off. Sorry. I was locked into presenter mode.
And I need to get these done and sold so I can get up there and get some more, you know.
Yeah.
At $200 a crack, you can't go wrong.
And you too, Sholm. Nah, that's not bad at all. I can't afford anything right now. I mean,
I borrowed money for this, man. I was broke.
Yeah.
My wife spent all her tax money already, so.
Steel fingers. I don't know. Then you wouldn't be able to well, actually that'd work because then you wouldn't need to use socket wrenches and stuff.
Yeah, but you'd have to have them real rough because they're slippery.
That's true too. You got to have a textured steel.
And it's really
Something
hard
like
working with electricity when you have steel fingers. It's a little bit more conductive than just your fingers.
Oh, that was. You see I did my product placement earlier. I told Tazo, I said, this is some good tea. And I said, it's wild, sweet orange. But, basically said Tazo should sponsor me.
Oh, yeah, if you like tea. I guess I haven't tried tea in so long, I don't know if I like it or not. It's too weak for me is my problem, I think. It's like drinking dirty water.
No, we cut the fingers and implant a steel one. Well, yeah, but you still got to have texture to it. Maybe we get like little silicone fingertip thingies so you get traction.
Yeah, you need to get traction in them. Bad enough when your fingers are wore out and they're smoothed over. You know
Yeah.
that, Carl.
This is the last job of the evening. But yeah, I finally got Sholmes up there. I was supposed to do that one the other day, but I had some issues, so I couldn't quite get it there.
Dead progress.
You better watch out. You're going to get shot. Because you know why? The shooting end's out the other end tonight. The end that's pointing towards you. Yeah, that's the shooting end. Her and mommy.
Meow.
Her cat and mommy cat both got the flyers.
Meow.
I don't want that litter box in there tonight because I know he's going to crap on something.
Meow. Look, it's kitty vision.
Kitty porn.
She's trying to get down. She's like, send me! Send me!
Hello.
Nuna's like, send me!
Watch out. I said, watch out.
She said, little.
No, Luna.
Yeah,
They always, I got my keyboard up in the air, and they still want to climb on it.
Yeah. That's what my cat does every time he likes to video bomb me when I'm doing a live stream at home.
Yeah.
Present.
Got 8 more layers to smooth out. Because the 10th layer is the last.
Yeah, the
Last
layers
layer.
aren't too good on this.
That will be fine. That one I'm not worried about.
I don't know. Mike might know that answer. I mean, I can look. Did you try GitHub and some of those places, Mario?
I'm trying to print a.
P800 skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've done that.
It's a decapping kit.
Yeah, I know. I ran out of filament. I fell asleep. It's all right. I got it measured. I'm going to finish it. Yeah, no, I've done that one once, and it turned out pretty good. But that was a long time ago. Let me go see what you got there.
Finish it.
Oh, you know who was talking about getting them 2288s? I just found some 2288s on Amazon. 5 of them for $30, or you can get just 2 of them. That's all you really need is 2 for a printer for $14. But anyways, we were looking at something else. You know, because you only need it on your X and Y. You don't need it on the Z. That moves up and down real slow. That doesn't need nothing. Thingiverse.
I don't know. I don't think the Thingiverse one was the high res one. Trying to find it. I know I remember seeing a really nice one. Oh, yeah, actually, there you go. I could look at Yegi. Because that pretty much does all the platforms.
Yeah, that is the one I did.
What size?
It's like 500 pieces, though.
Which one?
You're doing the whole thing or just the head? I mean, 'cause that's how most usually people do is just a freaking head.
Maybe the head and the hand or something.
Oh, this is the one that I did. I did it in one piece, not in 3.
Okay, yeah, he wants to do the entire skeleton, so 800.
There ain't very many of them, so
No.
at least on Thingiverse.
That's why I'm on Yegi right now, because Yegi does a search for pretty much all of them.
That looks pretty nice.
I would check GitHub because GitHub probably has it,
Oh, dang it, you're not connected.
but you're gonna have to pay for it.
What?
I'll try that.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not on my other one.
I'm gonna refine my search a little bit.
But their thing doesn't make no sense. They have the bottom and the head. That's it. Yeah. Don't make no
I'm
sense.
not getting any good results on Niegi, so I want to print one of those Matrix Sentinels.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fun to do, like a not a full scale one, but like like a half scale one, maybe.
Oh, full scale one would be cool, but
You know how big that would be, though?
you know how big a half scale one would be?
Smaller than a full
You're gonna have
scale.
to get a better freaking job, man, to get all that filament.
I know. I would actually. All right, so I was going to show you this real quick, so I'm going to show you this. Where did I put it? It's under
No, it's just that's why I was
settings, printer,
Project
manage printer.
Man, that does not look good. Hey,
What? Oh,
I can't read a damn thing you got going on there. I don't know if you kind
All I
of
can see is PTITA.
maybe. Yeah.
Where's that now? Point Y upside down?
so yeah, Mike, on the start G code, this line right here is the one for the Bondtech.
The one for the bond tag.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
shooter.
yeah.
Chill.
Set new E-step value. I think this
Oh, that probably has that smaller tooth gear on it, huh?
it may. All I know is that it extrudes like a boss.
Well, why don't you send that to me in Discord? That line.
Oh, okay. Hold on a sec.
That'd be the easy way to do it. Just
Yeah.
Discord it to me.
I can do that. I might have that technology.
Whoa! Hey,
No,
look at that. It's done.
it is. I'm gonna have to get up and fix that in a second. Oh yeah, okay. Holy crap, dude! That's on CG Trader. That's nice. Holy crap!
What do you got? I showed it.
Yeah, but you can take it apart. Go into like your whatever your 3D modeling engine is, and you can check it and make sure that you do a repair on it, and it may work. I don't know, but yeah, that would be a much better thing to.
Gotta create me horse poop.
Wow.
Holy smacks! They want a lot. Is that printed already? Is that
What?
just for the file?
What?
Oh, I'm talking to Mario.
Oh.
He put that list in there, or the what you call it in there, the website.
Yeah.
Is that for the model, or is that just for the STL?
No, I think he said that was for the STL and it multiple files and
Well, this one's $140. It better be for the model.
but it's not guaranteed for 3D printing, he was saying.
Oh.
So me
$130 better be something. $140.
Right.
I'm sorry.
all right, I sent you that E-step thing from my
Thank you.
well it comes okay, now let's go cook this thing, man.
Cook it.
Cooking it. We're gonna run that and burn it.
What do you? I don't know what you're doing. What do you mean?
There we go. Oh, I'm cutting the perimeter out of the card,
Cut it out.
which is actually really entertaining if you haven't seen it done yet.
No.
It does a it makes like a plasma arc. It's actually really cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you got it turned up hot enough, yeah.
Oh, I'm actually barely running it right now. This is like 4 milliammeters or whatever.
Yeah. Now,
I'll
is that
probably-
clear? Is that, what are you printing on? What do you laser that on?
Cardboard.
Oh, that is just a piece of cardboard?
That's a piece of recycled cardboard.
Cool. Not even worth a piece of plastic, man.
I've got Lexan that I can engrave on, but cutting it is just miserable.
You gotta go around a couple times or go real slow.
Yeah, the acrylic, I've got a 1/4 inch acrylic and I've got a 1/8 inch Lexan, and the 1/4 inch acrylic cuts better than the Lexan does.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it did. It fell down on the first cut. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Nice. I gotta turn this compressor off. This thing is, I could cook eggs on it. All right, let's pull that out. Oh, that looks so cool. Nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
Except for your other foot. There you go. Yeah, see, now that's actually a copyrighted logo. I own that logo because I had a guy design that, my sign guy. When I opened my bar, I got a sign guy, and,
Yeah.
he designed that for me. Of course, it didn't say Wiley's 3D; it said Wiley's Bar. But cool.
But for anybody that is not familiar with the voice and the face on the screen, which I was on presenter again, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me turn that off. This is Mike, Mr. Wiley's 3D.
Howdy, howdy. I know Mario. I think Mario's the only one here besides us. No.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, nope,
there's another one. There's another one.
somebody else is a glutton for punishment. They came
Yeah.
back for more. Actually, Carl's been lurking. He's
In and out, yeah.
he's been listening. If he's not busy, he would be like, oh, "Yeah, I'm still here." But he's been busting away at stuff, and which is fine.
I met Carl's daughter at Merv. What a hoot she is. She is. You could tell. I mean, if you didn't meet her over by Carl's booth, you'd know that she was Carl's daughter. You just would have to guess so. I don't know. She must be like 12 years old, maybe 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be Carl's daughter. And at least I think it is. That's where I met her. Hey, there we go. Ben.
Hey, Ben. Well, you know what? We got one more piece of cardboard.
There you
Maybe I
go.
should do one more. Let's see. We could do Ron's.
You need that one in red, though.
Red?
Canadian.
Why would? Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I don't have red.
Well, then you got to wait until you get a piece of red.
Yeah, but I don't wanna. I've got perfectly good recycled cardboard right here.
No,
I mean, I can, I guess, but
I don't care. I'm just saying. Do it. What the hell?
I mean, I haven't done chrome. I think I still have a sheet of chrome left.
You do chrome.
I do. I've got a sheet of chrome left. See?
Oh. Yeah, you couldn't do mine in that. That would have been cool. Mine would have looked cool in that. But no,
Heck
now you're
no,
going to do
dude.
something.
Yours
Now
looks
you're going to
great.
do some damn Canuck in it? Really?
Let's see. Actually, I have to reprint a different one. Maybe I'll do that one first. Let me.
Now I wonder if you've got some wide foil tape. If it
Yeah.
would burn through the foil.
Yeah, it would. You want to see?
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I'm just saying. I was just asking.
Hold on.
You got foil tape?
I do. I'm gonna pull it out right now. We'll do that experiment on the cardboard
There you go.
because we can. Why not?
What the hell?
Sounds like fun. My phone just vibrated too.
Woohoo. Too bad it wasn't in your pocket, huh?
I know. It's a real bummer when it happens like that. Let's see. Sorry, business related on this one. So I'm glad I took a second to look. All right, so we're gonna set up over here. We're gonna here. You can watch the process as I try to get my tripod to set where it's supposed to.
I say no, we can't. Man, I used to get that stuff all the time. I could still get it if I wanted, but that's just expensive.
What, this stuff?
Yeah.
I get it at Home Depot. It's actually not too bad.
Well, I mean, I can get it for free, so.
Yeah, I can't get it for free, but
Yeah, I used to get it by the case at work. No, I don't think he's tried any metal yet, have you?
no, not metal, no.
I'm telling you, you need to turn on douchebot when they're doing stuff, man.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, just so people ain't talking to themselves in the.
Well, douchebot doesn't work so well for me when I'm using OBS. I have to use Streamlabs for douchebot.
Well, it actually runs off of YouTube. It's all it runs off of is YouTube.
Oh.
If you don't, I mean, if you do like, if you go to well, I mean, it works for YouTube and Twitch. That's what it runs off of. It doesn't run off of OBS or Streamlabs or anything. But I use OBS, anyways. What I mean, because I do the Google Hangouts, you know.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I haven't tried it. I've only tried using it on Streamlabs so far. So I just thought it was because I had all my settings ported to it. So.
Oh yeah, no, it runs actually off your YouTube channel.
Oh my God! Every freaking time I go to start doing something, my phone goes off again.
We're gonna reflect that laser right back into his eyeball. You want?
It will not. It's gonna bake this like a freaking ray gun from freaking Moonraker. Like James Bond. Sorry, do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die. I still gotta get a good STL file for a shark to put on my K40.
A shark?
Yeah. A shark with a freaking laser.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
This is why I don't get to have nice things, because I spend too much time taping them.
Yeah.
See how long I can make this stream last tonight. I know. I'll just make it last longer by taping stuff.
Tape stuff with Clyde.
Yeah, well, we break it first, and then we tape it back together.
There you go.
With either duct tape or metal tape. It helps to have fingernails, but I find having fingernails at my new job is not beneficial.
No?
I end up getting like jet fuel under my fingernails, and that's not fun.
You're not supposed to be wearing the jet fuel. You're doing it wrong. You're wearing jet fuel.
Well, it's a very nice fragrance.
Yeah.
Every time I go to the store, everybody's like, whoo! Like, I know, right?
Meth lab walking.
Yeah, I know. Got that unmistakable scent of like kerosene / jet fuel.
Yeah. Yeah. hence meth labs.
Yeah, that is a valid point. I have to start carrying around some kind of ID that says I work for a aviation fueling company, so people don't get the wrong idea.
Just get a T-shirt. I'm not a meth dealer. I deal
Actually,
with jet fuel.
it's funny you should say that because somebody, one of my relatives, posted the other day. People started wearing signs when they're in their car taking a nap, saying that I'm okay. I'm just taking a nap. So that the cops wouldn't like come in and like Narcan them.
I was gonna say, apparently somebody's been woke up once or twice while they're napping, thinking they're overdosing.
Yeah, we had somebody in the parking lot that legit was just so like OD'd that she got Narcan in the parking lot, and they called a tow truck for her because they're like, "Yeah, you're not driving." I mean, she was so out of it. They were like pounding on her window, and she was just gone.
That's funny.
All right, we got some tape on that sucker. Now I gotta check the measurements. Yep, and ooh, just barely. We need to line that up right here, and right here. All right. So let's use that metal tape to good use.
There you go.
Still need a little piece of masking tape to hold down the other side, but no biggie. That one's a little punchy. I'll put it up there too. There we go. All right, so you want to see if this thing will go through metal tape.
What the hell? Thicker than cardboard, kind of, or stronger than cardboard.
Yeah.
I should say.
So we got our laser is on. We're gotta unlock it so we can use it. Hold on, unlock. And we need to turn this off so I can position it right there. And then we're gonna punch a hole in it.
Here goes his eyes, everybody. How bad was it then to get all the mirrors and everything all lined up?
No, not bad at
No.
all.
Because I heard people say that it was a complete bitch.
That stuff burnt right clean through.
Did it?
Didn't even see it.
Okay.
That's funny. All right, we're gonna turn
It surprises me, actually.
What? Did it burn clean through?
I mean that easy, yeah. Apparently.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought I didn't think it did anything for a second. I'm like, what's going on? Can't Narcan someone if they wake up. Yep, true. They didn't wake up. The cops had to reach in through their sunroof to open the inside car door, and then they Narcaned her. The second time, not the first time. They told her to leave the first time, and then she passed back out in the car and then didn't wake up. She had just gotten out of courthouse, too. That made it even more funny.
Okay. I went to court drunk for underage drinking.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
All right, where is...
I've never got a drunk driving, but I got like 27 underage drinking tickets. Most of them in about a month and a half period.
Oh, I don't have it in here. Hold on a second. Where? I thought I had the Canadian Maker Project one. Where did I put it under clip art?
It's under Ron.
I don't think so, but I can look. Is it under Ron?
Getting better. Oh, doing over here.
Let's go to downloads.
No, it's not under Ron, and it's not under. Oh, there it is. Canadian Maker Projects right there. Duh. I gotta remember how I name these things. All right. This could take a little while. I don't think I have time to do this one. Hey, Mr. D.
Hey, Mr. D.
Little impromptu today. You know what? We'll start this job. Why not?
I think that it's effed up on me.
If I have to kill the stream to go do my other errand, then I will. But I think I still have about 30 minutes before that. That is not it. And we're trying to I'm trying to get all kinds of stuff done tonight. I don't know what my problem is. Close, and close. It's still loading. Well, we're glad you came by to say, you know, hi and bye and all that. We're that is not the proper size. What is going on? Oh, I opened the wrong one, didn't I? I did. Try that. I may have to go get myself another hot cup of water while that loads. I think I might do that. I need more tea. Tea is a wonderful thing. Maybe I'll go for orange again. I'm not turning the light on this time either. We're gonna keep it interesting.
I'm not going to bed. I'm not going to bed on your bed.
That's not whether or not I burn myself while I'm getting hot water out of this thing.
Let me see if I can find a better magic. Magic man.
Do you have a piece of cardboard?
Of course I do.
What?
Of course I do.
Can
No.
I have?
No, not right now.
Man, this cup is
No, that's it.
Oop, yep, I found the top.
Yeah, I know. I stopped by and I seen my logo sitting there getting printed. I was like, hey, what's that? That looks like shit. That's an ugly logo.
That's right. Tazo, consider me for sponsorship while I sip upon your wild, sweet orange tea. It's the second time I've done an ad for you guys. You guys owe me some
Apparently,
tea.
that must have been your third.
Well, second cup of tea, but third time doing it. Okay, we are ready to lock and load. Let's see what this does. I'm gonna have to adjust this on the fly, I think. And go. Come on, baby, light my fire. Cover band.
Sucking it up. I didn't think it was, but it is.
When do I get that?
Oh, when I get on busy. You don't need it. Who's that? Who's that?
File it under G for toy.
I'm making me a big old sign, Mr. D. Big sign. 280 by
Whoop.
280.
What are you doing?
Can't make it any bigger, so 26 hours over there and 10 hours, 11 hours over here.
Oh, no,
I
this
think
is on. What's going on? Oh, there we go.
What are you doing in the bag, Lulu? Yeah. In a big clear bag. See if you can figure out how to get out. Why, Lulu? Come on, Lulu. Like I got in here, how the hell did I get out?
Like this place.
I can see right through it, but I can't go in there. Lulu.
Get me out of there!
Wow.
Here comes somebody to play with you.
Are you stuck in the bag?
I'm trying to get out. Here comes trouble. Boy, trouble's getting big too.
There you go.
They're both like, what is up? And here comes Bear to finish the party. Oh, somebody knocked down a lot.
Pluto's starting to breathe heavy. He's getting really scared.
What's the matter, Lulu? You stuck in a bag?
Look at that. It is not going to do that, is it?
What?
What, is it not going through?
No.
Well, my question is answered, huh?
Yeah.
I think
I have that.
you might
I
have
got
to you might have to slow it down.
No, I had that thing cranked up to cutting temperatures, and it was like, nope.
Party.
That's funny. But it
Yeah.
stuck a hole right through it.
It'll burn a hole through it, but it will not.
It won't etch it.
No, it won't etch it. Good to know. So if I want to protect like a piece of work or whatever, I can use that.
And that stuff's easy to cut around something, you know?
Yeah.
Put it on and cut it around.
Yep.
Oh, I figured it out.
Well, that's why I was asking, you know? I didn't think it really would.
Yeah, but it was good to experiment and see.
Yeah.
I love experimenting. That's pretty cool to know.
That's what we're here for, right?
Okay, we're gonna ship
Yeah.
it.
Let's experiment with stuff and see if we can make it work or not work. I mean, I could.
Oh,
I guess.
hey, Matt Johnson. I'm sorry I didn't see you.
Hey, Dad, here's your package.
Hey, we got a kitty. There's something wrong with my filament.
What, does it run out?
No, look at it. It moves.
Oh, hold on a sec. I can't see because I got my printer dialogue screen up. Let me focus on you. Okay, go ahead.
It moves. My filament moves.
That is just wrong, dude.
He went in there himself. He's like, that's how you get out. He's been trying to figure out how to get out of this clear bag for about 20 minutes. That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Who's next?
Oh my goodness. Okay, now my workbench is once again cluttered. Imagine that. Cluttered workbench.
Excuse me.
Squeeze me. You ran over Bear.
Oh, we quit clicking. Oh, no, we didn't. Let's go load it once in a while. Oh, that's so much smoother. Third layer's coming up. Beauty is so fun.
They probably start knowing what it is once it starts doing the player.
Oh,
That's inside the bag.
this trash off of here. We need some catbird.
There's Stinkies. Oh, and here goes guard ass. Who broke that now?
There we go.
Bye.
Insert cardboard here.
Here's my big body.
I gotta put my other signs back up. Pull them out of the box too. But they start out shitty like that, but then they come back.
Unlock.
And that's a bit. Yeah. It was just about as wide.
I just told you to unlock. Come on. That'll work. Lasers on, and we are going to turn that down just accordingly.
Leave me. Trouble.
Really?
You can't see nothing. You got the damn door open.
Because I was waiting for it to start doing the. Thought I was going to start printing, and then it was like, or lasering. Sorry. Might be a little.
Good boy. Good boy.
You know that aluminum tape now. Does it look like anything happened to it at all?
No, actually nothing.
Oh, that's wild.
I mean,
Because I didn't know if you had like could have to run it through twice or something, or.
no, it didn't do anything at all the first time around.
But the first little shot, it shot a hole through it, or no?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to find the hole. Actually, it's such a small one that.
I see.
That might be it right there. You're not even going to be able to see that, I don't think.
Yeah, I can see light through it. Just barely, but I can see light.
Yeah, it's a tiny, tiny little hole.
Yeah. Oh, like you say, though, that's cool knowing that you can use that now.
Ah, this cardboard burns good.
Yeah, it does.
That's looking pretty sharp.
Do you watch that one old guy now from over the pond?
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen actually. That's where I got a bunch of my tips when I first started looking into this. I should have known.
watching.
Because I mean, there's not really a lot of sources on YouTube for
No.
quality K40 content. Is the
Yeah.
words I would use. That's recent. Most of the stuff is like 4 years old.
Yeah, when they first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want stuff that's 4 years old, man. I want stuff that's like a year or newer.
But that old dude's still putting out content, ain't he?
I don't know. But I think wasn't the last video like 6 months ago or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, he could have died. Who knows? He's pretty old. I'm so nice. Oh, look at that. There's the black that went through. That just effed it all up. Wow. I need alcohol. That screwed up my print. That wasn't very smart, dumbass. I put the black magic marker on my filament just to see what was going through because it was skipping so bad, and it left big black streaks all over my print.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it now.
It's pretty black.
Mm.
How come I can find nothing around here? And you're probably going to be able to see that with a light source behind it.
Oh, you know whose logo I need to make too, just for fun? Because I've talked to Glenn before, as I had to do Fun King.
There you go.
I have talked to Glenn and Xander, so it's just because the Canadian Maker Project logo started looking like a crown.
Oh, there they are. I think I'll have to wait until it's a little bit farther away. Yeah, that's what you should do.
Yeah, well, Chuck just taught me a new trick for Photoshop CS tonight that I didn't know about. One of the tools they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a mirror tool, sort of, so you can like do multiple segmented symmetries.
Okay.
So that might actually be kind of cool to try doing some Celtic knots like that.
Yeah. Which one?
Yeah, right? You could be a little bit more specific.
Yeah, a little more specific. The CR10 that I put together, or the tornado that belongs to my buddy, or that tornado over there is mine, my old one. And it really pisses me off if that shows through. That's just totally off. The one today, yeah. I got that working. I ain't printing with it yet, so I got the new firmware on it and everything. I haven't tested it to see if it prints better, but I was gonna do that tonight after I worked on the CR10, but I just not feeling good, so I didn't get to it. I'm glad I didn't, because there are a lot of live streams tonight. On the edge of tech or whatever, he just got over before I came over here. Ends up, I didn't realize he's only an hour from me. He's up in Beaver Dam. Oh, maybe tomorrow. I mean, I could probably live stream tomorrow the CR10 and finish up this other one because nobody streams on Thursdays anymore. Not that I need to. I suppose I could do a morning stream and then do an evening stream on the CR10. Because I like doing the CR10 at night. And I got to get them done. So, yeah, I guarantee I'll do one tomorrow night. Right? Or I missed this another stream, didn't I? What is tonight? Oh, he's on tomorrow night. Yeah. Oh, shit. No, Ken. What the hell is that, though? And we're going to get into some soldering and all that fun shit.
I did some of that the other day, actually.
Well, I've never used my new solder gun, so That'll be interesting. That's what I mean. I got 4 strips of lights that are going in the box, and then there's lights going in the daughter's printer.
Governing marine ships that go through the areas in Denmark. There's a big problem with ships going crashing.
But oh shit, Ed put out a video.
Oh, did he? He
Yeah,
didn't say anything. He was in earlier. Oh no, sorry, that was Papa Top that was in earlier. Sorry, never mind.
Oh, okay. Papa Top's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
Him and his brother gave me $100 at Murph.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, his brother asked if I'd sell him a couple of my signs, you know, and how much I'd want for them. I'm like, yeah, just you can have them, you know. I don't care. I sold one earlier for $5, but I said I don't care. You guys can have them. Oh no, here, take this. And so he handed me something. Like, I got change for this. He's like, I don't want change. I'm like, well, you jack.
Yeah.
It was mighty nice of him.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta look. How are we looking on this?
It's still looking like it's working.
It does indeed.
Working better than that aluminum foil tape.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm actually really surprised. I mean, I guess I'm not that surprised, but wow. I mean, I'm betting I could cut the shape on it. Maybe.
That's next. Take it back in there and see if you can just do an outline.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying. If you, I don't know if it would actually cut it or if it would just like etch it deep, you know?
Well, I tried doing the etching deep, but I would have had to slow it down significantly because at 100 millimeters per second, at just about max settings, it wasn't even touching it.
Yeah. But I mean, what does it do for cutting?
10 millimeters per second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this thing will do. I think I could get it up to about 200 millimeters per second or so and still have decent quality. It's just you gotta. It's belt driven, so I wouldn't want to exceed that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know how that snapback is.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like a rubber band. Boing. So
Yeah.
like my edges would look soft, and then it would start, clearing up towards the middle. So, or it could pop itself out of alignment and just have layer shifts. Yeah, I think so, Vince.
Yeah. That's why I think it'd have to be at real high temp and slower.
Yeah, I think slower.
If you're cutting at 10, I think maybe 40. You know, you might get by with etching it 40
Maybe.
or 50.
It'd take a while to freaking
Yeah.
pressure it though.
Well, yeah, but if it was something that would look really cool, it'd be really cool to do it.
Yeah. I'm curious about aluminum foil now.
Yeah, that's the same thing as what you just had, except for it had glue on the back of it.
Oh, I thought this stuff was a little thicker though. Oh, maybe not.
This thing's creeping on me.
Oh, good.
Freaking hard.
I still got another 30 minutes on top of my 30 minutes to sit around now.
I'm gonna do a change filament now.
Change the filament.
Quit extruding.
Pause it. Pause it. Oh my God.
Oh, wait for it to come off.
Just the three of us. You can print it if you try. Just the three of us. Just the three of us.
Damn it! Houston, you got problems now again.
No, don't tell me you broke something. No
Well,
break
if
it
it would
stuff.
stop, it wouldn't be too bad. But it won't stop.
No, that is unfortunate.
Got it back into position. Now it stops. What a freaking whore. It has loosened up. And came loose here. And dropped the gear down. So it was pissy with me here.
Look at that sexy print. You know, it's funny. You get just like sometimes you just get a good cut. Oh, did it finally stop moving on you?
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, I think Ron mentions it at least once every time I see him about the logo on the mural wall.
Yeah.
So now next time he asks me, I'll be like, oh, dude, it's been up there for ages.
There we go.
Because nobody watches till the end of a 3-hour stream.
I do usually, but well, that ain't gonna come off. Freaking horror.
Just remember, never let the machines win.
I don't need to knit this. Awesome. Nice. I tell you, I'm having a hell of a time with this freaking print.
Yeah, that's no fun. Yeah, I remember the days of the ANET. I had one of those going, and I wanted to swap colors on a two color print, and I went to pull it out. The freaking filament wouldn't come out of the hot end.
Yeah. Well, what just happened is the gear that I put on there rattled loose and moved up, so it wasn't hitting the filament anymore.
Oh,
So it's just been smoothing out this one layer that I've been doing. I think I'll be all right though. There's only half a freaking kilo, so I can't be screwing up too much here. I really got to clean my bench. Really got to clean my bench so I can find stuff, you know? I got crap everywhere.
Oh, did you see the? Yeah, I know the feeling. Did you see the latest laser project I did?
Oh, yeah, with my logo.
I got to show you this. No, this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, popsicle stick, business card.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just for fun, but I gotta cut a jig for it so I can.
Now what are you doing? Why are you taking the filament out again? Because I pushed it 15 times? I hope it doesn't remember all 15 times.
Right. Nah, the buffer's not that big, is it?
I don't know, but it wouldn't do it, so I kept on pushing the button.
Beep deep deep cat butt. Beep deep deep. Meow. Tell you what, this stuff smells way better than acrylic.
Ah. I only did it once.
Acrylic smells like burnt butt when you're cutting it.
You burn your butt that often, you know what it smells like, huh?
Yep. My biscuits are burning. My biscuits are burning. Red horny toads. That's smarts. All right. Well, I think everybody's pretty much jumped ship at this point. Nobody's adding any new stuff, so I'm going to just kill the stream.
All right, why don't you get the heck out of here, brother? We will see you later, and I might stream tomorrow night too. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to do a little follow-up, so it's not a biggie.
Yeah.
Not turning the hangout off. I'm just going to kill the stream because, I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
okay. Yeah, that's fine. Still away.
So
I'm not going to bed quite yet.
yeah, I don't got to leave yet. I just got to keep an eye on my phone so I know when I got to start getting out of here. But all right, so yeah, so thank you to everybody that's been in here tonight. So starting from the top, we got Carl and Lester and Vince and let's see, Tom, Mad Book, Mario, and let's see, and Mike, of course, and Sholm, and I think
Say Carl.
I did say Carl.
Okay.
And yeah, I think so. Thank you everybody for hanging out, and Matt, and Mr. D. And I think we now have everybody. So everybody have a great evening.
Yep. Good night. Have a good night.